Okay, we're back. Let's see. Does anybody need a minute? We good to go?
Should be good to go.
Should be good. There we are, there we are. Welcome back to another game of Skyfall 5e, guys. How was the week?
It was good.
Yeah?
Wonderful.
Right on, right on.
Not
Pretty shabby.
Now, first things first, you guys are down a man for tonight, so we're gonna run the encounter and hopefully survive with the four of you instead. You're all currently hidden away at the top of some sort of crater where there is a mage's tower. You are tasked with clearing the entirety of the thing and are coming up with a new plan of sorts to deal with the 10-story tall Leviathan in front of you. I will hand the session over to you guys. Tell me what it is that you want to do.
Right. So we were going to wait a night, first of all, just as scout and for everyone to change out some spells, yes?
Sure, could do that.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that was the plan. I am sort of sure.
Okay. Would we be able to hide out maybe a mile away?
Sure, you guys want to move somewhere else?
Yeah.
Okay.
Set
Yes,
up
but
a local
Cool
camp.
Code would like to keep an eye on the tower, see if anything weird happens.
Gonna split up?
We're gonna set up camp and he's gonna scout out and then we'll get rest in.
So are you all going to leave and then rest and then come back?
Yes, so I know exactly where they are.
Okay. So, I'd like somebody to make a luck roll for me.
I'm feeling it.
First roll tonight.
Got this, brother?
Not feeling it.
Could be better.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys wander off. You're looking for a spot nearby where you can potentially get some rest and turn over for the evening, so you can come back to this temple the next day feeling all good and refreshed. You're going to be doing some watches, I imagine. And Colcoat, are you staying with the group, or are you going back to the tower and then you're going to, stake it out overnight? Question mark?
So, what time of day is it right now?
Right now, I think it's the afternoon for you guys.
Could I try to, go to bed super early?
And then go later?
Be up and, for the night so I can go watch a little bit at night.
Sure, okay. So, you guys go over, you make this camp, and given that it's the middle of the day, you guys are going to turn in a little bit later. Colcoat, you decide to get some shut-eye early, and you're planning to leave much sooner than everybody else in the middle of the night. And when you guys turn over for the evening, it eventually comes time for this shift change to occur. So the only person right now who's got a long rest is Colcoat, so you can go ahead and refresh your stuff and everything. The rest of you are still sleeping, and you've found a little area where there's a few trees and bushes that shelter your group, and you haven't lit a fire, knowing that you're kind of behind enemy lines and all that, when there's an interruption. Who do you guys think would be up before Colcoat's watch?
Probably Mackinac.
Yeah?
Sure. So, Mackinac, you're about to finish your watch, and you're going to turn off and give your systems a rest here as Colcoat is getting up, and he'll look around for a bit before leaving off towards the tower. And something strange happens. For a moment, as your group is clustered around in this little clearing, you feel something strange, both of you. It's like an energy almost moving through your body, It's similar to what you'd feel when like a very low bassy note has been played, or there's a rumble in the ground, or like a shift in the air. Both of you feel it. The people sleeping are not awoken by it, though.
Yeah, Dominic. Did you just feel that?
Bro, I'm sleeping, dude.
Oh wait, Mac and that. It's dark. I got confused. Did you feel that?
I detected something abnormal.
You guys can feel that it seems to emanate from a direction in specific.
Which direction?
It looks like it's a little bit away from your camp.
Is it towards the tower?
Yes. The feeling is not unpleasant, nor is it soothing, but it's noticeable. It's like mild enough that you can unmistakably feel it. You can tell that you're not hallucinating or anything like that, but not enough to wake somebody from sleep, kind of thing.
Is it familiar at all? Or just
No.
it's- Okay.
Yeah, you haven't felt anything like this, other than analogs in nature, perhaps.
It was very strange. I think it came from the tower. I wonder if there's anything going on over there. I might go check it out. If you can handle things over here.
Really?
I believe we may want to wake everyone else up in the event that this is serious.
Yes, you could be right. Dangerous territory. Might be for the best. I'll go around and just everybody up.
Okay. You take a moment, go over to the other groups, and give them a shuffle, or sorry, the other people. And before long, the rest of you are awoken. Lenry kind of stays in bed. She's not feeling well, but the other two, you guys are jostled into wakefulness by your other party members.
Oh, sorry, quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Or I guess two questions. Number one, in the night, can we see like the glowing of that flame in the distance?
Oh. You walked like a mile away. I would say in the nighttime, yeah, it's noticeable.
Like a faint glow, okay.
Yeah.
And when that feeling happened, was there any change to the light over there?
You can make a perception check.
Ooh. 24.
The light did not seem to change. Furthermore, it wasn't merely a strange feeling that came and went. You can still feel it. And as the rest of you are awoken, and this thing is pointed out, you guys can notice how there's sort of like a warbling effect moving through the air that you can feel coming from the tower, or at least that direction.
Do you guys feel that? What is that?
I am not
do
certain.
not know.
Do we want to check it out, or do we want to maybe try to move away from it? No clue what it could be.
I believe we should investigate.
Does it feel like magic?
It could be natural, but it's definitely a strange effect, so that'll have to be up to you to guess.
Would I be able to roll Arcana for anything that felt similar to this before?
I would say as a caster, you'd probably know of like thunder spells, that kind of thing, and those would seem slightly analogous, but that'd be about it.
Okay.
And this is definitely not like loud or enough to hurt you. Maybe it's like a faint remnant from a large spell, like far off in the distance or something.
Do you think this could be some sort of like communication or teleportation that they just something that they just committed to.
Well, if we get a bit closer, I can try to sense for a portal.
Alright, well, I'm game.
So if Mackinac would be so kind as to lead our way when we get a little bit closer, so that I'd be within the mile, just check for planar portals.
You guys are about to get moving. You haven't finished your long rest, and you're making like a mild relocation when something odd happens. Off towards the distance, in the direction of the tower, this warbling sensation suddenly gets a lot worse, and all of you can feel what's like your skin crawling for a second, like a shockwave moving through your organs. And then you hear what sounds like a light clap, just like a psh, and off towards the direction of the tower, slightly to the side, maybe about 20 feet away, you see what looks like a very small tear in reality, like a warbling effect in the air where there's a circular hole that's opened up, and that hole has a sort of shimmering aspect to it. You can see what looks like little pocks of light, like the nighttime stars and other sort of strange objects on the other side of the portal. And as soon as the portal's there, just in that flash, then it disappears, and it closes with a little purple blast, maybe a couple feet in diameter. And you see what looks like a singular item that's just spawned into existence. It glints for a second there, as though gravity has no effect on it, and then just like lands on the ground.
How far away are we? 20 foot, you said?
Yeah, 20 feet away.
Was the object...
It looked quite small before it fell in the grass. Like maybe it couldn't be bigger than like a dagger or something.
I will slowly approach.
Sure. As you walk over, you can feel what must be like remnants of whatever this strange spell has been, and gradually it disappears until everything feels normal again.
I'll hand him my cloak in case we need to cover it instantly. Might be some sort of device for them to view us.
Would that portal have looked familiar to me at all from the books? You know?
You could roll Arcana if you have it.
No?
If not, then straight int, I suppose.
Okay.
See if you can remember any portals.
It is 18.
You think that this is a portal to one of two things. It's either a demi-plane or some sort of plane that lies far off in the stars, like an outer plane.
Oh.
Well, I think I saw something like that in one of the books I was reading. Super sure where it goes, a demi-plane or some kind of space plane? I don't know. I don't really know if that is good or evil. Maybe neither.
Illusion, when he says far off plane, have I learned about anything about this as, like, different things from far away that can...
You could roll Arcana.
That's an 18.
18. You would know that the really far off planes have like sort of strange entities within them. The gods and their realms tend to be clustered together around the material plane and elemental planes. The ones far, far away are usually home to strange aberrations and anomalies. If that is the case, then there's no telling what it is that has just landed here in front of you.
So you know how I have my power by some sort of mystical, strange entity? Whatever fell out of that, if you said the second option, the latter, well, that could be something even worse. Or better. I don't know. Go look at it. Leave it be.
I do not think I can walk away from it. We must look at it.
I would have already approached to take a look at what it is.
Mackinac, you're
Curiosity.
standing in the grass looking down at the thing, and you see what it is. It's late at night, and do one of you guys have a torch?
I do have torches. Would it be lit? Late at night?
Earl definitely didn't light a torch out here.
Probably would have just been like continuously doing like a little prestidigitation candle kind of dealio.
Okay. How about you, Mackinac?
I don't think I have a torch.
Oh, we got that rod.
Oh yeah, I have a glowy stick rod.
You want to use that?
I'll use that. Yeah.
Walking over towards the thing and looking down, it's quite dark, and you see a little glint in the grass, almost like the thing wants to be found. When you grab this little light source that you have and activate the thing, a little shimmering green light bathes the area around you, and you see on the ground an amulet. It has a simple string leading to a pendant, which is roughly about the size of maybe a large gold coin. The surface of the pendant looks like it's made out of a glass of some kind, and within the glass, as if laid by very experienced jeweler's hands, you see what looks like 4 little motes of light. They're not really luminous enough to cast any light on the area around you, but now that you can see into it, you notice how they almost have like a luminous quality to them.
I will bend down and get a closer look at it.
Sure. When you lean down and look at it, it looks like a pretty masterfully made item. Sometimes you see, tribal jewelry from lizard folks, or maybe like wild barbarians roaming the lands, things like that, and contrasted against the things that modern society can put together. This definitely looks like something that was made by a skilled hand.
Okay, I'll pick it up with one hand.
Sure. When you pick the thing up, a little tingling sensation runs through your hand, and you feel and know intuitively that this is a magical object.
I will turn back to my party and walk over to them.
Sure. Mackinac returns, a string from his hand with a little pendant hanging off of it. He returns with some sort of necklace.
I
Where
have
did
found this in the grass.
Is that what came out of the portal?
I believe so. It has unusual quality.
Or are you planning on putting it on?
I had not decided.
Hmm.
It
That
does
was-
seem like that is its intended use.
It is magical, you say? Or suggested?
I believe it may have magical properties.
I
Wonder
would
what it
not
would do.
trust a magic item in a Yuan-Ti's territory.
You're
Um,
wearing the magical item you got in 1T territory. And I'll just point at his necklace, the amulet.
Wham
I
bam,
feel-
thank you, ma'am.
That feeling illusion is gone, right? All that warbling and whatever.
Yes.
And was that from the tower, or was from the spot that happened to be in the direction of the tower?
It's hard to say.
Okay.
Would I be able to look at it closer and see if I can determine anything about it?
Sure. Looking at the thing, you can make an investigation check. Oh,
Oh,
the big die.
it's a 6.
I would say that you get roughly the same thing Mackinac got. It looks like it's a very high quality object and has clearly been made by somebody with like a good amount of care and some jeweler's experience. Other than that, though, you're hooped. You have no idea what's going on here. You don't know if it's like elven in origin, human, like it's anybody's guess. It just looks like a nice necklace.
Well, should we risk it and one of us put it on?
I don't know if I want to. It looks Well, I'm just confused as why it would just appear here. Maybe it was sent from the 1T. Then again, could be anything out here in the jungle.
If it is of 1T in nature, perhaps we should take cover. They may come looking for it.
It doesn't look snaky at all, does it?
It doesn't look anything.
Hmm.
Like I said, it's tough to put a finger on it. It could be Wantian origin.
Well,
I will say that for the time being, the jungle around you seems to be just about as silent as it normally is in the middle of the night. You know, weird creatures and all sorts of strange stuff happening around you all the time.
just go look at them. Well, if nobody else cares to, I'm slightly intrigued by this.
I'm intrigued as well.
I have no fear of putting it on.
Well, you could always wait until morning if we finish our rest.
That's what I kind of want, is to put it on and see if it changes in the morning, if I have some sort of feeling of it.
We could also wait until after the combat is over. I am wary of you putting on this necklace just before a great fight.
True.
Well, if it's bad, you can use your other necklace to help assist you take the bad necklace off. That'll all work out, right?
Potentially. I don't think I would have had my watch yet, but during my watch, would I be able to like spend the 2 hours like not only like watching for a camp, but also just like looking at it and trying to get a feel for the magic in it? Is that something that I could do, Lucian?
Yeah, just looking at the thing. You can do that with your time.
Just spend like the 2 hours between just staring at the woods and also focusing a little bit on the amulet.
Mm-hmm.
Just suggest that to everyone. Is it alright if during my watch I have a hold of it, just to see what it's like? See if I can glean any knowledge, or if my patron might be able to tell me something of it?
I'll hand it to
I
him.
don't have an issue. Mackinac, I guess you were the one brave enough to pick it up. What do you think?
It does seem to be of interesting quality. We should discover its purpose.
You can feel a power that lays within it, Mackinac, so long as it's in your hand.
Well, should we go back and get some rest?
Now,
So I'm
Colcoat,
at
you were about to leave to go and get an advance look at the tower, because you had, actually finished your long rest and gone to bed much earlier than everybody else. Are you planning to stay back at the camp now that you've found this strange thing, or are you still going to turn and head away?
I'm probably still gonna go, because
Okay.
I'm even curious as to what might be going on over there.
Sure. Well, is that what's happening then?
Sure.
Okay.
Yes, I'll head.
The four of you stay behind, and Colcoat, you go wandering off back towards the tower. It's a little bit of a walk, but you'll get there soon enough, and maybe you'll find something interesting along the way. As for you guys, what are you doing back here?
Just settling back in for, I assume, my watch in 2 hours.
Sure.
Sleep sounds good.
Okay.
I'm gonna spend probably my watch just examining this thing, looking for any, details I can get out of it.
Sure. Do you ever put it on?
Is what it's supposed to be used for?
It is a necklace.
It's like taking a hat and putting it on your foot.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense.
Oh, we found a hat. I'll just not put this on ever.
Yeah. Yeah, Mackinac probably would, after he completely examined it for manufacturing, how it was made, etc., etc.
Okay. So Colcoat leaves and heads off towards the tower. Maybe 5 minutes later, after examining the thing, people tuck back into their bedrolls, and Mackinac, while you're there, you put the thing on. When you do, a sudden magic runs through you, and a whole bunch of information just floods into your mind. You know what this amulet is to a degree, as the moment you put it on, you feel like you can access its magic. It does not feel like anything malevolent, but there's something there that you can, like, reach out and touch with your mind if you wish to. Do you want to do so?
Sure.
Okay. It takes a brief moment, but just by thinking about it, it's like your brain passes through some sort of invisible barrier and some more information hits you. And what you find on the other side is a message. And it seems like the amulet here has like maybe a stored message in it, kind of like a message in a bottle, perhaps, that's found its way to you as you put the thing on and will your mind to pass through. It's like the actions of pulling the cork and retrieving this little scroll from inside. This is what you see. There's a small message which seems to have a name for its sender and then the message itself. And this is how it reads.
Tyrant Star is a name.
Yes. Furthermore, after reading the thing, you feel like you can respond. And if you wanted, you could write your own message and send it off into the amulet.
No, I'm not responding, but does that name have any significance? Does Mackinac recognize it at all?
You can roll straight luck.
I mean, I'm not going to say no to a straight luck roll.
Only a crazy person would. You have no idea. It is not familiar in any way.
Okay. I'll just continue to ponder it and, see if I can find any other uses for the amulet.
Sure. As far as you can tell, for the next couple of minutes, this seems to be the amulet's one purpose. You can access some sort of set of messages within it and push your mind through to that space or withdraw from it at will. You feel like you can send messages, but that seems to be about it. Now, as your watch finishes up there and you're going to hand the thing off to Dominic, who's waking up next, are you doing anything before you hand it off?
I tell him what I find.
Okay. Now,
Tired.
Meanwhile, somewhere else in the jungle, Colcoat, you've made it over towards the tower, having been traveling for a little while through a familiar path, and I want you to make a stealth check to see if you can settle into a spot without anybody seeing you.
Uh-oh. That is 11.
It's good your modifiers are high. You find a little spot, not the exact same area where your group was before, but a similar one at the top of the crater, unless you want to be somewhere else, of course, and sit in to watch. Does that sound good?
Yeah, I don't want to bring too much attention to just
Okay.
the same spot.
Meanwhile, back at the group there, everybody is back asleep except for you, Dominic, as you're doing the last watch before the sun comes up and it's time for everybody to wake. You can feel that this object has magic to it. Just holding it in your hand, even without wearing the thing, it's plainly obvious. What do you want to do with it?
And he told me about the message.
Mm-hmm.
Before Mackinac shuts down, I'm gonna ask him, should we send a message back?
What would the message be?
Well, if we're able to communicate freely, just say Catman Robotics would like more information. they somehow were able to find us in the middle of the jungle, no reason, probably know who we are. But they probably, if they want to work with us, probably be willing to share information. They already know who we are, so can't hurt.
Oh, it could hurt.
It could hurt a lot, yeah.
That's a bold-faced lie.
I do believe we should maybe ask for more information from this tyrant star.
So, are we in agreement? Should we put our name on it?
Whose name?
Well, the
I
shop's
believe it
name.
only accepts one name.
Yeah, Catman Robotics.
If you wish to write something back, please send it to me in Discord and write it word for word.
Verbatim.
Mm-hmm.
Send it to you in Discord. But yeah, more or less just be. There we go. I'm the slow typer. Fuck.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's like 5 seconds a letter. Now, I will say something. While you're sending a message, Dominic, and you've got the necklace, around your neck, you do feel like you can't say more than a sentence or two. Like, to go too long feels mentally exhausting, like you're going to pass out kind of thing. So you know that you can't send, like, a paragraph, for example.
That's fair. I was just trying to. I was trying to do the genie thing of fit in as much as I want without going overboard.
I see. Well, we'll see what beautiful message you send off.
Sure. Fuck it. That works. Bro, I'll say it for everyone. I put in Catman Robux. You somehow know who we are and how to find us. What we need from you is more information.
Okay. Trying to send a name through doesn't seem to work. You see how your message appears within the bauble, and it does not have that. Instead, give me 2 seconds here. There we go. Perfect. It seems that the amulet that you've used has with it like its own handle, and by sending a message, it just comes from that source anyway. So you guys see, this is the message that you guys put into the amulet.
Oh. Ooh. Light killer. Hmm. That's an interesting name. Considering we're helping someone who seems to be bringing light to places.
So,
Is there any more information that comes by during my watch?
no, you send that off. Macnar, you just go to bed?
I probably wait to see if Dominic sends a message off and what the response is, if any, kind of thing.
Okay. A few minutes go by and there's no response.
Probably.
Off to the long rest I go.
Okay. So you guys go ahead and lay down. And Dominic, do you keep the thing on for your watch?
Yeah, I'll keep it on for my watch.
Okay.
And I'll just be like, kind of rubbing in my thumb the amulet of dawn.
Sure.
Sorry, the friendship. What was it called?
The friendship amulet?
Yes. That is correct.
Eventually, the morning rolls around. Dawn comes by, and as the sun rises, all of you awake, and Colcoat is gone, still watching the tower, as the rest of you get out of your bedrolls, and you've all gotten a long rest.
I probably would come back in the morning.
Sure. So you
whenever
return
we
at this
begin.
point.
Did anything weird happen at the tower? No.
No, it was completely the same. You saw, the occasional person walk here and there. But nothing strange, like no sort of changes with the fire from up top or any sort of like weird patrols. You just see what looks like mages move from some rooms to some other rooms periodically.
Good morning, friends. How did the rest of the night go? I didn't feel any weird things all night.
I believe we have discovered one use for the strange amulet we found last night.
Oh, wonderful. What is it?
Do tell.
It appears to be some kind of communication device.
Communication? With who?
I don't know, but they were called Tyrant Star, and we're called Light Killer. That's slightly unsettling. Have any new messages came through?
No, over the course of a couple of hours, there's no response.
Huh. Right.
So I'm assuming
Yes.
you guys would have told us the messages. Would any of that mean anything to Earl and I?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Beyond what you would infer as your characters.
Yeah, I was wondering if anything in our back, something that I didn't think we were getting 4 luck rolls on that.
Mm-hmm.
So when you sent it back, it said that we were Light Killer?
Light Killer.
What does that mean?
I assume Killers of the Light.
That does not sound good.
No, it does not.
Lennery coughs and dies in the corner.
Though it could mean getting rid of that. And he just points over to the big fuck off tower of fire.
That's true. That is a light.
It could be.
Well. Oh, long rest. Alright.
Yep, you guys have all got a long rest. Heal up. If you need to change spells or something like that, go for it. Mm-hmm. Now's the time to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes.
This Tyrant Star thing, it said we're being hunted. What do you think would be hunting us?
I don't know, almost everything in this godforsaken jungle.
Yes, but the stuff in this jungle would hunt anything that would come by.
True, but I don't know, we've certainly haven't made any allies or enemies, so. But specifically great souls, that's
Well, then
good
how
to know
would
that
they?
there are others.
But how would they know that we are here? I am not fully understanding the all things in magic, but I don't think you can just randomly find people in the middle of a jungle.
That's fair, that's why I sent off that message. But Won't know until we get a reply. Well, for now, just swap these amulets for the one that Celestine gave us, and let's do what we were planning to do. Any new information about the tower?
And nothing seemed to happen. Didn't seem out of the ordinary. As far as I could tell, I don't know that that portal came from there. No changes at all.
Well, that sounds like it's assault time then. What's our concrete plan? We need to settle on that first.
Well, now that Colcoat is thinking about it, the daytime is not very good for an all-out siege on the place, is it? I think we might have to get through the day before we can attack.
We didn't decide what time of the day we're attacking, did we?
No, we hadn't. We got distracted with the portal
How
thing,
about
and
right
I
now?
watched over.
Yeah, how about right now? Just because then we'll be able to see. And we won't have to lose someone to holding a torch. They'll be able to see regardless in nighttime.
I'm trying to remember. There were no windows on that tower, right, Lucian?
Nope, just openings into the rooms.
So unless somebody's looking out the door of a room, they're not even going to see us.
Yeah, but it looks like there's always people kind of walking up and down the steps.
Hmm.
Was there any less people at night, or just the same kind of random traffic?
Same thing.
Wow.
Now, in the bottom of that crater,
Mm-hmm.
is there any foliage, or is it just completely barren?
Nope, there's foliage.
Ah.
Yeah, you can see
How
like
much?
little bushes and shrubs and stuff. It's just not nearly as much as up here.
We must construct ghillie suits.
So you guys could try and stealth up. It just wouldn't be like perfect cover kind of thing.
Oh,
Okay.
I was gonna suggest since it looks like Lenry is going to be out of commission. You, sweetie, you unfortunately don't have a great constitution with the southern climates, don't you? Do you? Well, Mackinac, do you want to test your armor thing and then drink the potion and walk up? Might help with not being seen.
I'm not understanding what you're saying. What are you saying?
I'm saying you cast Shield of Faith on yourself, and then you drink the Invis potion and walk up, because we can all stealth without having disadvantage, but at least you'd be at like normal instead of disadvantage, and we'd still have the ability to walk up without them seeing.
Mm-hmm.
And then we can do a couple assaults with you already being a floor up. You would be a floor up, and we could do the silence and like Helen Keller zone, whatever, and then fireballs to clear out some of the bottom floors. And if anyone, for some god awful reason, pops out and notices, you can just push them off from behind.
How about Mackinac approaches, essentially gets to the doorway of the second story while invis. You guys approach the first story. Mackinac attempts to just fireball inside the second story and take everything out himself. You guys do the first one, and then, we've got the 2 stories essentially secured.
Okay.
I think that'll be a big thing, as we can get both of them.
Should we silence the first story, or
Yeah.
well, because we would silence the first 2. How
Yeah.
big is silence again? 20-foot
20-foot
radius?
radius.
Okay,
I have
so
silence. I can cast it as I approach invis. Like,
I've got
I don't
it
think
too.
we should. I don't think we should. We shouldn't cast silence until you're in position. So as soon as we
it's
see,
120. Well, let me consult the diagram. I can cast silence from like here down to here. Like, that's
Okay.
120
'cause
foot range, and then drink the invis potion, and then walk in while it's all silenced.
the issue with that is they would know that something is wrong.
Yeah, they
for
know that like
whoever's in
suddenly
there.
there's silence.
Yeah, so I don't think you should do that. I think the silence should be used once you're in position on the tower,
Okay.
and then cast silence. And then as soon as we see you, one of us fireballs into the first floor, you fireball into the second floor, and then we start going. Should we take Lenry's
Yes.
scroll? Yeah.
Mhm.
Who wants it? Should one of us have two, or should we split it up again? Do you want one, Colcoat?
Well, it's either Earl or myself. Do you want one of these scrolls, Earl?
No.
I guess it's not a dark.
He just gives you a small nod.
I was a fool to ask. My apologies, Earl.
Could be a fireball in the shape of a dart. Who knows?
Cloud of darts.
This is true. On
I'll,
second thought. Do you want this scroll, Colcoat?
Oh, I don't need it. If you would like to take it and see if you can get a dart fireball, by all means.
I would love to try that.
I'd
He
love to see it.
holds his hand out for the scroll.
You get a scroll of fireball.
Alright. Well, do we do this now, or do we do this at dusk?
I believe we should do it now.
Oh boy, here we go.
Are we sure we want to do it now?
Oh, by the way, are we attempting to approach with Pass Without a Trace? Just sneak up to the tower, or what's the game plan?
I think we can't do pass without a trace because that would use up one of the silences.
Yeah, we don't need that many silences. I'm gonna use one for enhance ability, just to give myself a dex saving throw bonus, just in case.
Okay.
So then we'll have 2 spell slots, one for Colcoat, one for me, right?
Okay.
So we have 2 silences, so one will be used on the first and second floor, and then second one, third and fourth, and past that, we don't care.
Okay. Alright. Then... Are you alright with doing pass without a trace? Cool.
We can if we want. It just cuts out of sight.
Say that again?
I've only got it's two. It's a second level slot, so I only have 2. So I can use a silence and have another one for backup, or use pass the trace. If we
I have
wanted,
3 level 2 spell slots. Okay.
oh, you got 3 of them.
I
Okay,
have 3 slots.
damn. Okay, well we can use it if we want.
I think
Or-
we have. I mean, I'm just concerned that we're running across an 100-foot canyon, so it's like.
Oh, I just
What?
had a thought.
There are
If they
trees and shrubbery in there.
if they don't have windows, could we wait for like a second where we could kind of watch and time on average how long it takes people to walk across, and then as soon as there's no one in there, just like bolt up, get behind a bush.
Yeah. Like, even if someone is on the staircase, as long as they're facing away from us, we don't care.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You could
Yeah, so
try
just
and do
we're
that.
only gonna move when no one's there or no one's facing us.
But I assume we still have to roll sneak because we're making
Well, of
noise,
course,
Yeah,
right?
we have.
Let's wait until dusk so that if it takes long enough, it'll turn nighttime, and then we
We
still
don't
have
want
cover.
nighttime, though. Why do we want nighttime?
Yeah,
The cover
nighttime's
of dark.
probably.
We literally don't want it to be nighttime. There's no
Okay,
reason to wait.
Coat likes the, but we can do it.
Okay.
There's no
Let-
light
let's-
sources. We don't want to have to carry a light source.
Then let's just go right now.
That's what I've been saying.
Yeah.
Coat is used to like naked guerrilla combat where he blends into the night.
Alright, let's just go.
So we're using Pass Without Trace, and we're going now. Is that what the
Yeah,
agreeing?
so we're using Pass Without a Trace. Once you guys get to the first floor, Colcoat's going to use a second spell slot for silence. Mackinac going to do the fireball on the second floor.
Okay,
And
but
then
let's do
next,
one
the
thing
third
at a
and
time
fourth.
then. You cast Pass Without a Trace on the group as you're huddled around on the edge of the tower, and then everybody make stealth checks, please, to see if you can get up to the tower.
Well, I'm also doing enhance ability on myself for dex. Which means I get advantage.
Oh god. Fuck.
I needed that.
God, Pass Without Trace is so good. I only rolled a 7.
24. 24, 21, 21. Looks good.
Okay, so I rolled a nat 1.
Oh,
but if
no.
but if I add my stuff, it's a 17.
Oh,
Oh, well, that one's happened.
We should have known that this would happen on a stealth check.
did you not use your necklace?
No.
Oh, well,
But why were you saving your necklace?
yeah.
Oh
Well, in
shit.
case I
What else
get
am I
like,
using my necklace on?
what if I get like pushed off? It might come in handy. I haven't declared it, so.
Well, if you get pushed off, you can't like declare.
Well, no,
before
you
you
can't
get
just
pushed
shove
off.
me. You get like a. Oh, it's
You
fine.
have to take an
I
action
got
to do it.
I'll work.
Like,
You guys are approaching, and I'd say you get maybe about 50 feet there, so you're halfway into the crater when something happens. Now, you guys are moving through the underbrush, being quiet.
well, Mackinac is going ahead, right?
Yes.
I thought you were moving as one.
Mackinac was as soon as we were going, he was gonna drink.
Yeah, Mackinac is going like straight to the second floor, going past the first one.
Yeah, but okay, so you guys are at the top of the crater, and you're all walking down at the same time. You're not just going, okay, Mackinac, leave, and then we'll go later.
No, I was going ahead.
I thought we are doing that.
Oh,
Mackinac.
that is what you're doing. Okay.
Yes. Give him time to get up there.
Okay. So, Mackinac, you get up to the tower. You're right beside the thing, and at that point, you hear what sounds like a breaking twig. And if you look over your shoulder and stare into the center of the crater, well, not the center, but a little bit further off, you see your group there, and they're all hidden, and one of them has made a noise. So about 50, maybe 60 feet away, they seem to have alerted the people there. Now, right now, Mackinac, are you invisible?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You can see from where you are, approaching the tower and its first set of steps, that there is what looks to be like a snake figure there in a set of robes. And he or she, who knows what, looks off into the distance towards your group, but doesn't do anything, just pausing there and staring. Are you going to do anything?
Pausing and staring at where my group is?
Yes.
I'm just gonna take up my Morning Star and smack him in the face.
Okay. Make an attack with advantage.
Could I also summon could I have summoned my longbow for a sneak along?
What?
Oh my god!
Got a nat 1 and a nat 20. Hell yeah.
Wow.
Roller coaster. Well, roll some damage.
Alright. Would it have been too much to say that I activate my Titan Furnace before attacking, or?
Would you have done that to sneak up to the tower? I didn't think you were...
No, not to sneak up, but to, like, if I'm preparing to attack, I guess. Like,
I would say activating that
thing.
would probably disable Invis, so probably not.
Okay, never mind then. 10 damage.
Did you double it?
Crit.
Oh, right. So it's 10 plus 18 damage.
What? Oh yeah. Right. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm.
What, am I doubling it or not, guys?
Yes. Yes, you are.
Okay. So you would be right at about here. This guy's standing on the edge, and I'm gonna delete the stuff here at the center.
Mm-hmm.
Would I be able to summon my longbow?
What, right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it will reveal where you are.
We
Summoning
still
my
have
longbow?
plus 10 on our stealth check.
There we go.
Why would summoning my longbow reveal where we are?
Sorry,
louder.
it would make
Sure
you
then.
have to roll stealth again. Like
Oh.
if you want to do it stealthily.
Sure, I can do that.
Let's see here. So go ahead and roll stealth.
That's 28.
28. Okay. So you're able to summon that into existence here without alerting anybody. Mackinac, you've engaged in combat, and...
Can I sip down that potion of poison resistance?
You
Forgot
can.
to state it earlier. Alright, wonderful.
Now, this is the first bit of stairs here. Leading up. So this guy's at the base of the steps, and this basically just spirals upwards. So that's like above you right now, Mackinac, and you're on the ground level next to this guy.
Right. So do I get like a full like turn of combat for this
Yeah, you can whomp him again if you have, or like other cleric stuff you want to do. It's basically your turn right now at the in a surprise round.
Okay, so I'm gonna bonus action Titan Furnace after my attack.
Okay.
And then not gonna bother disengage. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8.
Okay.
Where's the second floor doorway? Like how high up is it? How many steps?
The second floor doorway is right here, so you have.
I'll have to go all the way around.
Yeah, you have to go around. And he does make an attack on you. What's your AC?
Right now it is 22.
Okay, he misses. And then, are you doing anything else?
That is my turn.
Okay, everybody roll initiative.
Does initiative count as a dex check?
Yeah. Technically, what it's based on. Right?
Oh, let me check.
So I have a question.
Sure.
I didn't really roll on the board because I have terrible aiming skills.
Mm-hmm.
Is this legal? I'm assuming it is.
Well,
but...
that's 7?
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Okay, wonderful.
Okay.
If we're able to smack him before his turn, can we kill him before he starts screaming? Or is that just a surprise
Just
round only
cast
sort of
silence.
thing? Oh, right. Whoops.
The plan. The plan, guys.
About this.
Okay. So the first person to go is Colcoat, it seems. What do you want to do, Colcoat? Mackinac has broken his spell. Suddenly he appears next to this guy, whomps him with his club, and then goes running up the steps. Oh, you might be
I
muted.
know what I know what I should do, but I have a feeling I know what's gonna happen if I do it. This dude sees us here, or is he paying attention to Mackinac?
Right now, his attention's pretty divided between you guys. It looks like he's not sure if he wants to go after Mackinac or like go to the sound off in the crater.
The guy that just whacked him in the head.
He's not curious about the robot that just appears out of nowhere, smacking him in the face. Man.
No, he's definitely paying attention to you. Just doesn't know where he wants to go yet.
Oh.
This is one cool ass snake.
I'm just gonna come running out at him. Tabaxi. 6. And, I guess centered. Cast silence, I guess, and try to cover up as much of the tower as possible. 20-foot radius, so.
So you're getting the first 2 floors?
Yeah, if I can cover the first floors, I will.
Okay. 20-foot radius, so that'll affect the stairs as well here. Are you okay with that?
Can you use a scroll? Or no?
Like,
Silent.
Are you okay with silencing the stairs is what I'm saying?
Well, I'm just wondering, is it going to silence Mackinac and then he can't use a scroll?
Oh, I see. I would say that, yeah, if the scroll is for a spell that involves a verbal component, then yes, it would silence him.
Just gonna fireball, which I'm assuming has verbal, but
It does.
okay. Can I center it so that it doesn't hit the door? You just stand at the edge of the door and do it.
Put it off kilter? You could do that.
Yeah. So that half of the stairs would be all covered,
Sure.
and there'd just be that little gap on the front part here.
I mean, wait, it's a 20-foot radius, you said?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, like, even if you positioned it in the middle, like... I don't know.
There we go.
It's probably just easier because I mean, in the middle of combat, if you try to cast it, like, I don't know that we'd be like, okay, well, I'll just like move a little bit this way and a little bit this way, and just anything on the front step is fine.
Okay. So, Macknar, you feel a silence laying down on you as you're running up the steps. Your feet suddenly make no sound. You can tell that the trap has been sprung in a way. Colco, is that your turn?
I'm really sorry to ask this. Is it possible to shift the circle so that the dude in front of me got silenced too?
Oh, yeah, we could shuffle that over. So more like that?
I think it's like going here to here, and then around this way.
I'd probably be in it a little bit. Oh, I guess that covers. Yeah, I like that. That worked.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's a little pudgy, but that's about right.
Okay, so yeah, like this side will be free of stuff. So, all right, that'll work.
Okay.
And
That's
circle drawing too. Cool.
Okay. After you, Coalcoat, let's see. This guy is not pleased. Yeah, that spell's not gonna work. This guy is gonna turn and he's gonna run up the steps and get to you, Mackinac, and make a attack on you. Which will miss as a 19. However, you guys can see from down here in the bush. Coalcoat, you're too close to the tower to really notice this, but there's all sorts of figures that are kind of like walking up and down the different rungs, and you see that they all look like they're more or less like, you know, kind of just minding their own business. But one or two of them look off the side of the tower, like they've maybe heard Mackinac bonk the guy in the head or some other commotion. As they look down there, it doesn't appear that they've noticed you immediately. And Erlabald, it's your turn. What do you want to do?
So how many people can we see that are on the side?
On the side facing you, so from like here to maybe here kind of thing, you see what looks like 4 people wandering, 2 of which look like they're kind of pausing to look over the side.
Are they spread out or are they bunched together?
They're on different floors.
Ugh. Okay, what to do? Could I sneak and move through there still? Or would I have to, would I just be seen if I tried to move through this open space?
At this point, now that they're looking, if you leave the brush, they will see you. Unless you have some sort of invis or fog or whatever.
I guess Earl's just going to whisper over to Dominic. Should we show ourselves?
No, just use a scroll to fireball in.
Alright. Earl is going to... Well, they're not bunched up, so I don't want to use Fireball.
No, into the first floor door, like we.
The
Um,
plan.
the
Follow
plan!
And then Fireball into the building. I know what
No,
I'm doing.
we don't
Okay.
do that, but don't we want to like what's in there before we just throw?
Oh, we lose.
Huh? Did somebody drop?
Not anymore.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
We're all
Hi,
here.
Sorry. Yeah. Sorry,
Wonderful.
my thing died a little bit.
Are you casting Fireball into the room?
Would I be able to see if there's anybody even in that room up where I am?
From where you are, no.
Oh, Colco can't see what's in the room.
He's too close to the stairwell.
I want to actually hold an action to cast a scroll of Fireball. If anyone either starts pouring out of the room, or if like a group of people bunch up at the top once they've spotted us. But aside from that,
Okay.
prepared action, I'm just going to end my turn.
Okay. So you decide to lay in wait at this point, and Macknar, it becomes your turn again. The guy has run up and tried to cast some sort of green spell on you, but missed, unfortunately. What do you want to do?
I smack him in the face again.
Okay. Roll to smack.
Rolling smack.
Oh, that was almost another 20.
It's a +7 hit, 15.
That hits.
Smack achieved. Flowing smack. 10 damage.
10 damage. Okay, he's still alive.
Okay. I am then going to continue onwards. 1,
He'll make another attack on you.
8.
Fuck, I almost got a 20. He misses.
That's going to be my turn.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Let's see. After Macknar, it's your turn, Dominic. What do you want to do?
Well, since he didn't fireball into the first floor room and we decided to fireball into the first floor room, I'm gonna fireball into the first floor room.
Okay. So you're centering it right where you think the middle of the room is and shooting it through the door well?
I'll try to like hit over here so that Colcoat doesn't get singed by the blast.
Okay. Well, it's a floor above him, but that's thoughtful.
Oh no, the first floor room, not the second floor. 'Cause
there's-
that's where Macknar.
There's no door on the first floor there. Like it's... Like the first floor starts up the staircase. So...
Oh.
like,
Okay,
here, I'll-
that's where the disconnect was. I didn't realize that there was no like first floor, like ground floor.
Here, let me show you. So if this is roughly how it looks, right? Then you would have the first floor would be this guy right here, basically.
Ah, I see.
And then Mackinac has just gone running up, so Mackinar's like about here right now. And then you have Colcoat down on the bottom.
I love that drawing.
Shit, it's bad arms.
Happened to? It's the tentacle arm.
Yeah. Back from the old
Alright.
session.
Oh fuck, that'd be useful here.
Yeah, super
Then-
useful.
And the first floor is within the silence.
The first floor is within the silence. Yeah, so I pictured it like you guys had thrown it up here, covering these first two.
Okay. All right, then yeah, first floor I will throw a fireball into.
Okay. So, you shoot the fireball in there, and I would like somebody in the group to roll luck to see if you actually hit anybody.
Oh, I'll roll luck since I'm the one throwing it.
You got this! Yeah!
Oh yeah! Oh no!
fucking...
The jig is up. You step over. With whisperings from the scroll, the magical lighting goes off, and the thing dissipates. It just disintegrates into little flecks as a magic swirls in your hand, and when you point off towards the doorway, with pinpoint accuracy, a little ball flies out, and then just explodes within there. And it's a bit odd to see this, but to, like, not really hear it at all. You know, like, with the silence, you just see what looks like the front door just erupts with, like, a burst of flame, and you barely hear it, just like a... like, it's quite mild. After that, though, looking inside, you don't really see anything, like any movement around in there or anything like that. You may have just blasted an empty room.
Okay. Still part of the...
Still part of the plan, that's true.
Still part of the plan.
All
Got
part of the
this.
plan.
All part of the plan. Is that your
How
turn?
many floors are there, by the way?
10.
Okay, I'm sure we've known this before and I just forgot, but still.
Here, I'll give you a vertical map here, given that the peculiarities here of this kind of thing.
That should be the end of my turn, yeah.
Okay. Everybody roll initiative, please.
Yeah! God damn it, I can't believe I wasted my turn doing nothing. Ugh.
Ooh. I had a high one.
I got 12 as well, so... Here.
2 seconds here. Do I have
That looks
space?
really fucking cool.
I don't think I have quite enough space. I'm gonna make it look a little bit like these are scrunched, but they're all actually evenly distributed.
Okay.
God damn, that's a cool staircase.
Yeah. While you're doing that, I'll be right back.
Yeah.
God, imagine all the money you could be making right now if you were an art major.
As in 0?
No, what are you talking about? Tabletop sim commissions, come on.
I'm sure tabletop pays big money to art designers. How many do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, shit, 7, 8, 9, and a little 10.
Oh, it looks
Floors are
so
getting
good.
smaller and smaller as they go up.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Let's complicate things even further by all going to individual floors.
You mean splitting the party?
And the final one goes there. Okay. So, let's see. Let's actually duplicate your guys' little markers for the purpose of this fight. And putting you guys over here. You're on the ground floor, so we'll just put you guys over here. Mackinac, you're like just coming around on the bend there, and Colcoat, you're down right by the steps. So to give you guys an idea.
Foiled my...
There is also a one Wanty mage running after Relic, which you guys can't quite see, but he's like there-ish on the stairwell. Let's see what we get for initiative. Snake people. Okay, well, they have a low initiative, but they are now very aware of the attack on them. Oh, nice. You guys all go before them. Erlebald, you got a 15? Is that what I see?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so it looks like the first person's Mackinac, Erlebald afterwards. Mackinac, what do you want to do?
Alright. Now, to clarify, because I was confused about this and apparently I misunderstood, the first floor doesn't actually have a floor.
It does not.
Okay. So
And
this was just fireball.
Yeah, so your silence covers like these 2 floors
Got it.
in that weird lopsided way. And this one, yes, has just been fireballed.
So, like, moving here, I can see it's just been fireball kind of thing.
Yeah, when you look inside of the room, you see what looks like a completely stone, sort of hexagonal room with what looks like an altar at the center, like a sort of like a ritual table, and it's completely charred in here and otherwise empty.
It's the decoy room. Damn it, guys. We fell for it.
No, we just killed everything in there already. He doesn't see it, but there's ash everywhere.
Yeah, that's the charring is like 20 Wanty kills. The rest of the fight's gonna be easy.
Uh-huh.
Alright, so I managed to loop all the way back around.
Yep, so you'd be like here, because you're behind the tower.
Yeah.
So the point of view towards this tower is the point of view from the bush. So Lenry is like the focal point, I guess.
Lenry is the camera.
Yeah.
Let's just quickly do some math. Figure out how much running you need to do to get around this.
Pretty fucked. Macknar, you keep running, and Erlebald, it is your turn. Now, as we turn over to you, Erlebald, given your position, I am going to populate what it is that you see for, like, people on the tower. They have come out. You can see what looks like somebody up here. It's like 2 people over here. And then another one here, and you can tell that Macknar is about to run into another one on the front face over here.
So approximately 80 feet per floor of running to get to another floor.
For the sake of simplicity, if someone's behind the tower body instead of on the front end, oh, never mind. This works. Yeah, we're good.
So question.
Yeah.
They know now, right? Like that fireball
Yes.
made them aware? Okay.
These 2 people are looking down in the valley, and they're looking directly at your group. You don't know if they see you specifically, but Erlebald's fireball shooting and the noise and all that seems to have drawn their attention.
Excuse me. I haven't fired a fireball.
Sorry,
yet.
Dominic's fireball firing.
Excuse me, there'd been a lot more darts if it had been mine. Alright, let me figure out. 20-foot radius. Okay, so how big is a floor? Like a story?
10 feet.
So I could hit these 2. No,
No, sorry, I think it was like 12. But yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Quick question, do they have bows?
It doesn't look like any of them do.
They might be spellcasters, though.
Yeah, I'm just gonna dash. I don't like this.
You don't want to stand in the open?
5, 10, yeah, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay.
Get closer to this guy a little bit, and then... Should I spend action surge yet? Nah, in my turn.
Okay. You are on the staircase there. Next up, after Erlebald, Colcoat, it's your turn.
1, 2, 3, 5, 6. And I'll turn to Earl and say, "Hey, check this one out, Earl." Even though no sound comes out.
No, because the silence is a bit higher than you, so you guys can hear.
I wanted to be in this, so I'm not quite in it yet. They know we're here, though, right? I'll just shoot 'em. I'll just shoot him.
Sure.
Or damage.
Oh.
That is a 12.
You hit.
Hell yeah! Oh man, that's a good.
It's 3, 14. 4.
Okay. This Wanty falls over to the side and slumps down onto the steps. He is dead.
I guess I'll just put my gun away for now.
Okay.
Yep.
Alright. After Colcoat's turn, Dominic, you are up. What do you want to do?
Um,
I'll also mention you guys don't have to protect Lenry. She basically has perfect camouflage.
Woo! But how did she do it?
Druids.
Druids.
She's just
Nature
like a little
cleric.
squirrel sitting there.
No, she's a cleric though. She's a nature cleric.
Whatever. It's
Druids.
fucking druid cleric. Who cares?
A hippie's a hippie, okay? Let's not beat around the bush.
Yeah, they're all the same.
Yeah.
Alright, I am going to cast centered like right here so it covers these two floors,
Sure.
or these ones, the Hunger of Hadar.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
The Hunger of Hadar.
So,
20-foot radius sphere. Okay. We'll use maybe a black marker for that. So you're coding roughly about that then.
yeah. Everything inside of it, it's difficult terrain, and when it starts its turn, takes 2d6 cold damage, and if they end their turn in it, they must succeed on a DC 16 saving throw, or take 2 acid damage, as milky otherworldly tentacles rub against them.
Okay.
And people 30 feet away can hear it, so that's the unfortunate part. That's floor could probably hear them.
Okay. Is that your turn?
That is indeed my turn.
Roll luck to see if you've picked 2 important floors.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Come on, again!
Well, at least there's a dude here on the staircase, so you'll hit him.
And
Okay.
He currently can't.
It's true.
Hey guys, if we roll bad luck on every floor, maybe there's just nobody in it.
there's nobody in the tower.
There's just 4 people here today. So, let's see. This guy here is going to...
Here, and I'll roll the 2d6 cold damage.
What?
Because any creature that starts its turn there takes 2d4 cold damage to that.
You're a little bit fast to the gun, eh?
Well, this guy, the
Yeah.
Yanti mage.
Yeah, go for it. What do you got?
Okay. Ah, hey, 8 cold damage.
8 cold damage? Sure.
Yeah. And then when they end their turn there, they have to make a DC 16 dex saving throw, or take 2d6 acid damage.
Gotcha.
And it's difficult terrain.
Roll damage.
Uh, 7 acid damage.
Okay. Alright.
As off in the distance, Uchi howls, Sugoi?
Let's see. We'll have one pops out of the door over here, and another one pops out over here. And then these guys will...
You might want to turn grid off for this.
No, that's fine. We know roughly where they are. Yeah, see that? That's a whole load of not fun. Okay, well, we're within range. These guys over here on the front will make some attacks against you, Dominic. And these guys here will just huff it down as far as they can, getting to some of the lower levels.
Am I in cover?
Are you in cover?
How fast can they run? Jesus.
Yeah, they're sprinting for sure. You get a +2, I'd say, to cover.
Yay!
Let's see.
Comes the saving throw.
Yep, here comes the fun. It's not a save immediately. There are 2 attacks against you. What's your AC, Dominic?
With the cover, it would be 18.
18? Okay, only one of them hits.
Yep.
You take... It's not very good. 10 acid damage as one of them shoots like a little green acid dart at you.
So I need to make a concentration check now?
Yeah. If you're concentrating on Hadar, you'll have to roll that.
Hey!
So you're
Hell
okay for
yeah.
now. And then the one that misses will still splash you for some damage, dealing
Oh.
half as much, so you take 5 from the second one.
So I need to make another
Yes.
Dang, they hit hard. Are you fucking... Okay, well, Hunger of Hadar is down.
Okay. So that ends there. This guy can see again. It looks like he's kind of in like the same spot originally. He goes into the doorway and disappears into it. So he's inside. So I'm gonna flip him over to show that he's inside. You guys have seen him go in there. And that finishes their turn. You are covered in acid though. And everybody roll, let's see. Everybody roll initiative. Oh, I got a really good one. It's not a natural 20. Uh-oh.
Whew.
Same for Erlebald.
Yeah, I rolled an 11 again.
Looks like I'm going first then. Let's see. These guys will just keep slinging spells at you. Let's see what they decide to shoot in your direction. Oh, damn. Can't use that. That's way too short. Okay, they'll shoot some little fire bolts at you. So these guys continue huffing it. Let's see. These two will get to kind of around the corner there. And these two will get to about here before firing a couple of shots at you. And this guy will go down to about here. Dominic does a... No, an 11 probably won't hit. This guy is currently in the silence field. And he curves around and ends up next to you, Mackinac.
I have a friend.
A friend has appeared. You see him run around the corner there. And he goes to cast a spell on you as well. Let me see. Damn. Okay. A 16 will not hit, so he misses. And that's their turn. Erlebald, you're up.
So I have two questions. One, can I hear, because I'm not in the zone of silence, can I hear all of these guys sort of like as a group marching down the stairs?
You can. You can also hear like spells going off and whatnot.
And then my second question, if I cast a fireball like right here, would I be able to hit all of them? It's a 20-foot radius.
Well, if it's inside the room, then no. If it's outside the room, you would hit like a face of the tower. And keep in mind, you're underneath the stairs, so you can't actually see that.
Oh, yeah, I would have to move out if I was
Yeah.
going to do something like that.
But it would hit one side. Right now, it looks like there's a couple people on the left side of the tower, and then maybe about 3 of them on the front that you could all hit. So you could choose like either group.
3 yuan-ti is not worth it.
How wide are the steps, Lucian?
Roughly about enough that two people can kind of walk side by side.
Some damn wide steps.
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to spend my turn running up, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 60.
Will you take an
Could-
opportunity attack from this boy?
He's a
Oh.
floor below.
Huh?
I thought,
he's
yeah,
a
that
floor
guy's a floor above me, so I thought. Because I'm
Oh, my
still
bad, sorry. Yeah, yeah.
climbing up there.
Yep.
And then just hugging the wall here. Should I action surge? Nah, I'll end my turn.
Okay.
That's unfortunate.
So you run up, and Macknar, it's your turn. What do you want to do? You're next to a guy passing by the first floor, going for the second one.
Well, he's very rude to be in my way.
It's true.
6, 7. I look inside the room. On the second floor, I
On the
guess.
second floor.
Yes.
Roll luck, please.
The entire tower is unpopulated except for these 4 people. 8.
Not charred and destroyed like the one below, this one seems identical, if not for the charring that is absent.
There's nobody inside though.
There's nobody inside. The only thing that remains here that's different would be that the walls have like tapestries on them, like these long sort of like decorative scrolls and banners, that kind of thing. The motif is very snake-like, as you might imagine.
Of course. I'll look back to Dominic and like shake my head no, since I'm still in silence and I can't speak.
Okay.
And dash and go 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8.
Okay.
Make my way around.
Alright. And after Macknar, it's your turn, Dominic. What do you want to do? Oh, wait, hold on a second here. I need to see if it's at the end or the beginning of your turn. Okay, you will take some acid damage at the end of your turn.
Oh, dang. Is there anything I can do to stop that?
I would say you could strip naked as an action.
Alright, so it instantly destroys all of the breastplate.
Well, no, but it's got acid on it that's gonna burn you.
Okay. I'll take it off and grab my shield and I'll just cast another Hunger of Hadar. Try to get everyone that I can see over there.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna grab my stuff and try to just...
So you're...
I'll just move slightly further away.
So you're casting Hunger of Hadar, and...
Was there any possibility of getting these guys in there as well?
No, you can cover like 2 floors with it. The...
Alright, sure.
Sorry, I'm trying to picture something. You are taking off your clothes? You're gonna action strip down?
Oh, right, sorry. Action. No. I'll do the Hunger of Hadar and then bonus action. I'll use the amulet.
Okay. So you have, let's see here. Some damage to take here.
Okay.
You take 8 acid damage as it finishes burning on you, and then for your Constitution saving throw here, you have advantage because you used the amulet.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Do you have a +5?
No, that's an 8.
Okay.
That gone.
The hunger is gone as soon as it's there. Are you gonna stay in the same spot?
No, I'll just run forward.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Coldcoat, it's your turn.
This tower, is it like smooth stone, or would it be possible to like get my claws out and try to climb it?
Right,
Would
so
that be
you could
faster?
definitely try if you'd like.
Would that, if I made successful rolls, would that be faster than running? Because if it's not, I just...
I would say that to make a turn's worth of movement, you'll have to roll acrobatics, and if you can't get the save, then you can't scale the wall.
Okay, well, I'll try it out.
Okay.
Sure.
Make an acrobatics roll. The DC is a 10.
Can't. Oh my god.
Oh,
I don't think I beat that. No, that's a 6.
Okay. So you grab onto the wall here, try to climb up it, and it's not going to work this turn. You can see little like spaces between the bricks. You might be able to do this, but the spot next to you is just, it's too smooth.
What does that take up of my turn?
It doesn't take anything.
Okay.
Yeah,
so I
you
can
just like, put a hand on the wall, oh, god damn it, that kind of thing.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna try to sprint.
Sure.
Oh, is there a guy here?
Nope, you're on the first floor, so you're right here.
Okay,
You passing up to Earl.
and that is it.
Okay, so you and Earl are right there near that bend. And after Coldcoat, it is initiative time.
Oh, hey, real quick. I know this is weird in the middle of combat, but would have Earl gotten a roll for sleeping for injury?
Oh, yeah, if he's
Oh.
injured, he would have had an injury roll.
I had forgotten about that. Yes, let me roll. Oh, I saw it on the 20 for a second, but no, that is not cured of my injury.
You are still a cripple boy.
Quite unfortunate.
It looks like you're first, Mackinac. What do you want to do? You are
rolling.
passing the second floor, going up for the third.
Okay, I'm gonna be dashing, but I look into the third floor as I get to the front here. What do I see inside?
Okay. Inside of the third floor, you see a Wanty hiding behind the the back stone altar, which seems to be common for all of these rooms. And he has a spell that he's holding in his hand, which he unleashes on you when you go past the doorway.
Does
It probably misses, in all honesty, because you're Mackinac. Oh no, I got an 18 plus. Does a 23 hit?
Oh, it does.
I've done it. I've hit the Mackinac who cannot be hit. You take... Oh, one of those fell off the side. Come back to
You've
me.
got to put on your Shield of Faith.
5
No, I have
plus...
enhanced ability going.
You take 8 acid damage.
Ooh,
And on the end of your next turn, you'll take a little bit more as well.
all right.
Is that your turn?
Gotta roll a Constitution saving throw. Which I passed.
Okay, nice. Do you have more movement?
I do.
There's a single
Just one
1T
dude
in
here?
here.
I'm gonna keep running.
Okay.
What? What?
He's a madman.
Man, I want big kills.
Okay. Next up is the Wanty folk. This guy has just blasted you, and you just turn and keep running. Would he go after you? I'm gonna roll. If I get an 11 or higher, he's coming after you. Oh, well, I rolled a nat 20, so he's definitely running after you. So this guy emerges from the tower. He would be able to get to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he is right behind you. As you've turned the corner there, he's like around here. And with you in sight, he goes to cast another spell on you. Can you make a wisdom saving throw for me, Mackinac?
Wisdom saving throw. Oh no.
That's the one.
Oh no. That's an 11.
You are held in place.
Oh no!
That's rude.
As for the rest of them, they keep going. These guys would get to about here. And these ones, let's see, to about there. And
Is this one at the bottom moving anywhere?
yeah, he's gonna go somewhere. He's been whacked by Mackinac and then ignored. So I think he would probably run up the steps, get to about.
Goddamn.
And then a couple of firebolts towards you there, Dominic.
Okay.
Actually, how wounded do you look?
Very.
Are you below 50?
Yep.
Okay. So 2 firebolt
Oh,
come
no.
your way. Does a 20 or a 22 hit?
Yep, they both hit.
Okay. The first one does 4 fire damage. And the second one does 9 fire damage. Are you still conscioso?
Yep.
Colco, you are up.
We'll just keep running.
Okay. Passing around the front. You go past the door. Turning the curve. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. After Colcoat, Erlebald.
Earl just dashes, does the same, and then ends his turn.
Sure. So you are right by Colcoat, outside, so you guys are there. And Dominic, it's your turn.
Would I be able to see this Yanti mage?
From your spot down here, probably just barely.
Alright. I will stow away my shield, pull the bow back out, and fire off 2 shots.
Okay.
First shot. That's a lot. It's a fucking number. That's a 24 to hit.
Definitely hits. You have a +9? Jesus,
Yeah.
motherfucking Christ.
Yep. And that's a 17.
Also hits.
Okay. That is 23 damage. Piercing.
11 plus 12?
Yep. Plus 6 to damage.
Okay. He is still alive, but has clearly taken a lot of damage from that shot.
And then I'll move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay. So you're under the stairs, so they can't see you anymore.
Yay. I like that. That's my turn.
Okay. And everyone roll initiative. Fuck.
Oh, nice.
It looks like you're first, Dominic. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna pop back out. See if I can see the guy that I hit before.
From here? Yep, you can still see him.
I'll take a shot at him, and is there anyone else I can see?
From that close to the tower, I would say, no, it gets worse, like, the further up you're looking.
Take another step out.
Yeah.
Is there anyone else I can see? A little bit further
Let's
out.
see. Yeah, we can say that you can see these guys here in front of the secondary floor. Or
Okay,
the fourth.
I'll take one shot at this guy. Actually, no, I'll take 2 shots at this guy. I
Okay.
thought he was in here. So I'll just roll the 2. Does a 12 or a 27 hit?
Yep, they both hit.
Okay. How about 20 damage?
Okay, so you kill this guy with the 2 shots.
Look, I'm gonna run back in.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay. Looks like Mackinac, you're up next.
Okay. Now I have a question about janky game mechanics.
Sure.
Hold person says I'm paralyzed for the duration, right?
Yes. At the end of your turn, you can make a wisdom saving throw.
And paralyzed is you can't move and speak. You fail strength and dexterity saving throws. Attackers have advantage against you, and they automatically crit if they're within 5 feet. And you're incapacitated, right?
Something like that,
If you're
yeah.
incapacitated, you can't take actions or reactions.
Yes.
Can I take a bonus action?
Oh, I see.
I'm reading
We're
through
clearly
them
bending the
technically.
rules. I would say if you can get a luck roll here of a 15 or higher, then yeah.
All right. Again, I'm never going to say no to a luck roll. Luck roll says no to me, though.
You cannot will a bonus action in.
All right. Well, but I got nothing then. We'll see.
You don't need it. You're gonna pass.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. You've got AC. What are they gonna do? Spell you to death?
Ooh.
What is
that
that?
is
Wisdom?
plus 5 is 12.
The DC's 13.
Oh!
You are still stuck in place, and Erlebald, it's your turn.
Oh, yay! Fuck, wait, what the hell do I want to do? Why did this guy move? Okay, so I'm just moving up the tower then.
Sure.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And there isn't anyone in this room. 5, 10, 15, 30. And then ending my turn.
Okay. So you dash on up there. And after that, Colcoat, it's your turn. What do you want to do?
I'm still a little shaken from my last attempt, so I'll just try to run up floors.
Sure.
So I guess.
Yep, acrobatics roll.
No,
Oh,
no,
you mean
I'm
the
not gonna do it
stairs.
yet. Maybe next time I'm just gonna run for now.
Sure.
So I guess it's just like our dash is half the tower, right? You just get up 1/2 of the floor.
Yeah.
It's 12, so rather than count every time, I'll just do it.
Okay.
You're cool with that.
Yep, that works with me. Let's see. So you run up next to Earl here, and it's the Juan T's turn. It's the ultimate technique. Everyone dreams of it in video games, and today the snake people get to do it. Running down the corridor here, 3 of them gather around you, Mackinac. You're still conscious. You can see what's going to happen as they put their hands on you, and while hold personed, push you off of the side.
Ooh.
Now I need to read something real quick here. You're paralyzed, blah, blah, blah. Okay. You need to make a Constitution saving throw as you go tumbling down what is slightly more than 3 stories, all the way to the ground.
I would like to point out I still have the enhanced ability going on, which would normally give me... I don't take fall damage from falling 20 feet or less, which obviously is more, but...
Oh,
but
interesting.
A little bit of extra...
Yeah, you have the... What is it on you? The bull strength or
cat's
whatever?
grace.
Oh, Cat's Grace. I don't think that really applies if you're paralyzed, but I'll give you some damage mitigation for it as you slam into the ground. Roll con.
So that's 50.
No. That one was thinking about it. That one was
I love
thinking about it.
You just told it
Did I land
no
on
and
somebody?
it backed
I
off.
landed on my own marker.
Wow, I rolled
Anyway.
really low.
That's a 15 con save.
Okay. I rolled 3d6, and you just took 5 damage. Sorry, yeah, 5 damage.
What type of damage?
Bludgeoning from smashing the ground.
Sweet, I reduce it.
Yeah.
Fucking Mackinac.
Now, let's see here. The hold person spell finishes because you're out of range, not because you actually beat it. So you are no longer hold person.
It was all part of the plan.
Yeah. And so they moved over there, shoved you off the edge. These guys over here are going to actually cluster up here. They're all in front of this room and kind of like peering over the edge of the tower. And let's see. This guy here will kind of reposition a little bit. He's like looking out in the front. And it is time for initiative rolls.
I make a con save. Still active.
Still active? Nice.
Still active.
I got a pretty good initiative, though.
Oh,
Did anybody beat me?
roll initiative.
Got a 21.
And I
Nice.
got a nat 20. You.
Oh. Earl, you're first. What do you want to do?
God damn it. Do I want to be first here? 10,
Yeah, I
15,
got that twice.
20,
Shit.
25, 30. I can't see anyone. I'm going to move myself down an initiative below these guys, actually.
Sure. Dominic, you're up next.
Oh. Yeah. I'm gonna. Yeah, I'll pop out 15 feet, see if I can see anyone. Can I see anyone?
Popping out 15 feet. You can barely see the group up there, and you see that they are laying in wait for you. When you pop around the corner, a couple of spells come in your direction.
Okay. Are all the spells able to make it that far?
They can, because they're using the most powerful weapon of all, as per Earl's philosophy.
Dart?
The first magic missile strikes you for
God.
11 damage.
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
I'm
all
down.
3 missiles.
Magical
Okay.
darts.
Yeah, I'm down.
Okay. If the first one downs you, the second guy would definitely pocket his spell, so he's not going to shoot your corpse. And, well, it becomes their turn next. Those guys will chill there for a second, and these guys over here will also wait. So they're going to basically pass their turn. Erlebald, it's your turn.
Oh my god, I can't. Okay, I'm going to spend my movement 5, 10, 15, 20. Because I can sort of hear them, right?
While you're in the silence, no.
Oh.
And you're
This is
just
fine.
about exiting it.
Oh, okay, so never mind. Caution to the wind. I don't know if they're there.
Sure.
30, and then
I
dash.
don't even know if Mackinac fell off the tower. So.
Well, we could have seen this red
Actually, yeah,
streak
roll.
of.
I want both you guys to roll perception. Because you were in a silence field as the robot fell through the sky, so who knows?
That's
That's
a
like
9 for me.
Okay.
that is a 19 for me.
Okay. So, Colcoat, while you were running, you remained blissfully unaware, but at some point, Earl, you swear that you saw something move past you really fast, and it looked like It looked familiar.
Okay. He's going to try to make a falling gesture to Colco. Or wait, do I know it's Mackinac or do I just see something fall? That's important to distinguish.
I would say that you'd think it was Mackinac, but be unable to put like 100% confidence into it.
Okay, I just hold up my arm, point at us, we're here, point higher up in the arm, there's Mackinac, and then just do like a little dropping. And then
Coco looks at this as like go up and then jump off and just shakes his head like no.
No,
It looks
it's
like
not what I
Colcoat
mean.
doesn't believe you. He doesn't think Mackinac fell. He just
Well,
shakes
that's-
his head no.
It's not his fault. He's been using a poor weapon, so his brain isn't fully developed. Earl
Just the
moves
word
forward, prep, dart throwing, and then end my turn.
Okay. And after Earl, it's your turn. Mackinac, what do you want to do? You've fallen on the ground. Your faculties are back. You're on the first floor, and
I barely
Dominic's
taken any
body is
damage,
near you.
so I just kind of brush myself off and stand up.
Okay.
Now I'm trying to get a handle on angles here.
You are on the ground right here by the tower.
All right, so I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Next
Okay.
to Dominic. Kind of give him a nod and look up the tower, and I assume I can see my my new friends up there.
You can, and when you run out here, one of them fires something at you.
As you give my corpse a nod.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You take... it was a little bit more than last time. 9 plus 9... 18 damage
Oh, just straight up 18 damage.
from a magical missile. There's no
Cool.
dodging it.
Gonna throw the feel no pain on there to reduce it.
Oh
Sure.
my god.
So that's 18 reduced by 6. It's 12.
Okay.
All right. Is that it?
Yes.
Okay. I'd like to. It's a 20-foot radius on fireball, and these floors are only like 12 feet apart, right?
Yes.
Can I just like target essentially a point in air right around here, so that it hits this group and this group?
Oh, I would say yeah. These guys are shielded a bit by the stairs under them, but they could take like some damage. So I would say these guys would get like full, and then
I mean,
Well,
can I
let's see.
orient it more here so it's like they both take full?
yeah. Let me look at the spell for a second. What's the radius you said?
It's a 20-foot radius, and I checked. You can target like a point in space. You don't need to target an object. Fireball.
Right.
So it can be like removed from like the tower, so they're not being blocked by it as much.
20 feet. 20 feet. Yeah, it's a little stretchy.
I mean, these are 12-foot floors, right?
Yeah.
So this would be like 4 feet below this floor. If I did it like, I don't know.
You could probably burn them. Go for it.
I take out the scroll of fireball.
Okay.
Cast fireball.
Gonna make some saves. What's the DC here?
It's using my spell save DC, right?
Yep. So
That would be
Fireball is available to which classes?
Cleric of Light, Monk with 4 elements, Sorcerer, Warlock, Fiend, and Wizard.
So I would say either Int or Charisma, since you are not a light cleric.
Nah, nobody told Mackinac. That is a 12 then.
A 12? Okay.
Using Int.
Starting with 2 guys from the bottom. What is it, Dex you said?
Dexterity saving throw.
1 fail, 1 pass. The 3rd guy from the bottom. 2 fails, 1 pass. And then from the top, 2 passes. And another pass. So I'm going to flip them just temporarily. These guys failed.
Okay.
And the rest of them will pass.
Alright. Can I borrow somebody's D6s? I need 8 of them total. Or duplicate me. I get all of these.
I regret my decision.
Generous DM. Here, let me take these. This would be a good time for the cannon. I'm just throwing it out there. Great time for the cannon.
The cannon? What are you talking about?
From the other table that we have.
Oh yeah,
Cannon.
of course. How could I forget?
It's only 22 damage.
22. Okay. Okay, so these 4 up here will take... I don't think any of them are really wounded yet. Nope, nope, nope. And this guy's fine as well. So they all take 11. Alright, the blast goes off and detonates just outside of the tower and singes the outside of roughly about 3 floors. But they're all still alive. Is that your turn?
I will then bonus action healing word on Dominic.
Okay.
Gotcha.
For 5 health.
Okay.
Yay!
He's back.
Yay!
And that's my turn.
Colcoat, you're up.
Alright, let's try to climb. See if I can get up here.
Acrobatics roll.
16.
You can climb up the side of the wall, and you can do so at... What does it say? Like, climbing doesn't slow you or something, rather?
I think I have a...
It says, like, it
Oh, wait, I've got it in my sheet.
doesn't have your speed or something like that?
I just have a straight up 20-foot climbing.
Ah, okay. So, in this case, yes, you can use that. Even with just the little cracks in the wall and everything, you can scale up 20 feet during a turn, which would allow you to get onto this clip of the stair if you wanted.
Yes.
Okay. Now, you emerge from the silence and get over here, and as you do, there's a small gathering of Wanty mages here that are ready for you, and they fire a couple of spells in your direction. Does a 17 hit?
Yes.
One of them blasts you with a... Fuck me. A firebolt for 1 damage.
Okay. Well,
You'll have to make a con
fire on
save
that
to
first.
see if
Yeah.
your silence keeps up.
This is the one I want to fail, because I really don't care if it...
The fuck?
Well,
Silence persists? Is that your turn, just moving up there? Or are you going to dash and go for a second floor?
do I have my action still?
Yep. Yeah, you just use your movement, that's it.
So, like, if I can see these guys here, right?
Yeah, so to picture it on the board, it would be like... So if we move... If you were there, there would be a cluster of 3 people, like, right here.
Okay, well, can I just, like, poke out, take 2 shots, and then,
Sure.
like, go back against the wall again?
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I'll do the first guy here for the bonus action of force damage if I hit.
Okay.
Shot is a big 11.
Miss.
We'll do the second attack. Oh my god. 12.
So 12 hits.
Yikes. For 12 damage.
For 12? Okay.
Yes.
Now, these guys have been burnt, and some of them have been shot and all sorts of stuff. Are you choosing, like, the weakest or the strongest or in between?
No, that first guy in front looks pretty... Oh, wait, hold on.
You can see all of them.
Weakest one. Definitely the weakest one.
Okay, so you actually get a kill then with that much damage, and with a blast, he falls off the edge.
I just finger gun at another one and then reload and go behind the wall there.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay. Everybody please roll initiative.
It's a new thing I'm trying. Roll off the edge. Worked out.
Oh no!
That's a new thing Machinar's trying
So
too.
rude. Jesus.
It's working out well for me so far.
Yeah. Oh my god, you guys rolled like garbage. Am I actually going first with an 11?
Yeah.
Well, that's bad news for you, Coalcoat. These guys run up to you, and then I need a wisdom saving throw.
I just rolled 3 and then 4 and then 4. This can't possibly do a terrible roll another time, can it? Oh no, not the 1.
Oh!
Oh!
Okay, so you beat that spell, thankfully. The other guy is prepped, like he's ready to push you, as though they're going to do it in one single movement. So when he goes to push you, you can actually roll athletics or acrobatics against it.
I will roll athletic.
Fuck me, dude. Well, that's a very strong 6 that I've just rolled.
Okay, that was a 15 from me.
Okay, so they do not manage to shove you off of the edge. And these guys up here are going to sling spells down on Dominic and Mackinac. Let's see.
Do I not still look dead on the ground?
Well, he definitely nodded at you, which certainly implies that you're alive, so...
He nodded at my corpse, though. That was before that he pressed me.
Why would he nod at a corpse, though? That just doesn't make any sense. No, we're gonna shoot some more acid arrows at you guys. The special. Firing at you first, Mackinac. Let's see here. Does a... God damn, well that's a 2, so that's a miss.
2 does not hit.
You are splashed with a little bit of acid for 3 damage
Okay.
of acid damage there. I don't know if you have any saves to make or anything.
I do have a con save.
Okay.
Still going.
Okay. The other people shoot little firebolts down at you guys. One at Mackinac and one at Dominic. The one for you, Mackinac, is a 16, so it's a miss. And the one for you, Dominic, is a 17.
Bingo!
Okay. Rolling a d10 here for damage. 2.
Hey!
Pretty
I'm
lucky.
Somehow still alive.
After that, Mackinac, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna start off with a bonus action second wind.
Okay.
Hey, it's 9 HP back.
I like to think like a little steam cap opens on your back and it's like a little train whistle, like doot.
Be restored. Another janky mechanics question. I'm just gonna keep throwing them at you.
Sure. I mean, if
Spiritual
you look at the
weapon.
fight, this
I
is
know.
the time.
Like I'm pulling out all the stops here. Come on.
We're having a very experimental combat, that's for sure.
Yo. Spiritual weapon has a range of 60 feet.
Yes.
Right. It doesn't need to be sitting on anything. It can essentially just fly in midair.
It can. If it leaves 60 feet from you, it will just depopulate. Just like how the hold person fell apart when you left its range.
Oh, it will depopulate if it gets
Yeah.
outside 60. Okay. So what's the distance from me to Cold Coat right now?
So each one of these doors would be like 12 feet. So you're talking
It's
like...
30?
Yeah, so
40.
Colcoat's well within. This would be getting a little iffy.
Okay, so I'm gonna cast Spiritual Weapon, like essentially next to Cold Coat, to help him out.
A ghostly mace appears next to you, Colcoat, as a bunch of people are trying to push you off the edge.
Ghostly cog, let's be real.
Ghostly Cop.
That's just a cog. That's the weapon.
Cog, man. As it attempts to grind their gear.
Okay.
Hey!
My soul dies.
I assume that's a hit. That's gonna be like
Yeah, for sure.
+5 to hit? Yeah.
Okay. Hitting, what, the weakest one?
The weakest one, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, one of them is clearly more burned than the other from that fireball. You hit him. Roll damage.
4.
4. Okay, he's still alive. The cog just hits him upside the head.
And then I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. As I begin to climb the tower once again.
Do you have the token for your little spiritual weapon so we can keep track of it?
Oh. I had it at some point. I don't know where it went.
Let's use a Skittle.
Give me them Skittles.
There you go. Skittle.
Okay. And after that, Colcoat, it's your turn.
I have a question.
Yes.
Would the ball bearings assist me in any way in trying to push people?
Trying to push people.
What I'm looking to do is, because I got my 2 attacks, is to just kind of reach into my bag, get the ball bearings, and just throw them at their feet, and then try to shove them both off the tower.
I see. I don't know about both, but I would say if you wanted to use your action to push one off the tower, you could also expend a bag of ball bearings to get advantage on the roll, like by throwing them at the ground underneath him and then shoving him so he's, like trying to stay on there while there's Skittles underneath him.
Yep, let's do that.
Okay, so you have advantage on that, and he makes a roll to try and save. Or I guess it would be the other way around, where he'd have disadvantage. So he's going to roll with disadvantage here. Well, it's not very good. He rolls a 9.
What am I rolling? Oh no.
Athletics.
Doesn't matter. Terrible. That's a 5.
Oh no. So you put down the ball bearings, you go to shove him, his feet slide a bit, but then he finds a spot where he actually gets a bit of friction, and you're unable to shove him off the side of the tower. So you've used your action, and that's it. So you still have your bonus action, movement, that kind of thing.
Does that count as an attack? Like, can I take a shot at or try to push again, or no?
No, I'd say that takes to both of them.
Let's... I use my amulet with my bonus action, and that turn.
And in your turn, okay. So you've got advantage on your next roll. Colcoat finishes. Erlebald, it's your turn.
Let's dash! Woohoo! 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60.
You see Colcoat over here, like just 5 feet away from you, wrestling with 2 people.
If I'm here,
yes.
Right, I'm running over. Can I see this guy right here?
You can see both of them.
Okay, so action surge, pop, pop.
Okay.
With sharpshooter. So,
both attacks at Colcoat.
Believe it or not, that's not the goal.
Okay.
Okay, so... Or actually, I can just space this out, so... First, using the modifier die, because I don't want to... this with sharpshooter. That is 14 to hit.
That hits.
Wonderful. So that's 15 points of damage.
Against which one?
Against this one right here.
Okay. Salvation shows up, Colcoat, in the form of a dart flying over your shoulder and killing this guy.
Oh, there's the sweeter sound.
And then the other 2 darts, bonus action and the second action dart at this one. So I'm going to roll them together because I don't need to segment them.
Sure.
Oh, okay, so that's unfortunate. That's an 8 to hit on the first one,
Miss.
which I assume misses, and then a 12.
12 does hit.
Yeah. Listen, I've gotta pour through this enthusiasm somehow. That's 12 damage.
Okay, he's still alive.
And then I'm gonna end my turn.
Okay. After
Wait,
that,
were you attacking twice because of like being able to attack twice for 2 actions, or like?
no, he did like a bonus attack and then 2 attacks because of an action.
Yeah.
Let's see, Earl, Dominic, it's your turn.
Okay. You're not a level 5 fighter, are you?
I am a level 5 fighter.
So you should have gotten another attack action.
I attacked 3 times that turn.
Oh. Slow today.
He
Sorry.
dashed with first.
And then I action surged.
well, so wait, no, that would be 5 attacks then.
No. So I use my regular action to dash to get to here, and then I use my action surge action to attack, and then I use my bonus action to make my third attack.
The action surge should be 2 attacks though.
Yes. So 2 plus my bonus action 1, so I get 3.
Yeah, he spent 2 of them for the dash.
Okay. Sorry.
It's all good. I mean, if we're doing everything perfectly by the rules, Mackinac couldn't fireball plus healing word you at the same time.
Oh shit.
It's fine, dude. I don't give a fuck. Just, just chill.
Sorry.
What are you doing over there? What's that 11 for? Are you shooting people?
Yeah, would I be able? This one's dead. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's gone. There's one left that is currently got a dart in him and is wrestling with Colcoat.
Oh, could I shoot at him?
Yep.
Twice? Okay. So, do you want me to roll different or that 11?
The 11 works for sure.
Okay, so unmodified 20, and then I'll roll a second time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You'll probably hit. Their AC is pretty garbage.
Fuck yeah. That's
It's an uneasy 9.
which is an 18.
Yep, that hits.
Would I be able to Hexblade curse this guy first?
Sure.
The attacks? So it doesn't affect anything other than extra damage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you
And
might be able to
then-
pop him.
Yeah, and then I might, if I kill him, I might get some healing. So that's 15 plus 14, so that's 29 damage.
Yep, that's enough. So, Colcoat, you're wrestling with this guy, and then 2 arrows from a steep angle shoot up into his side, and he falls over dead as well.
Let me see how much HP I get.
Just lean over the side and give a thumbs up.
I'm just gonna kind of, cause I'm just gonna like thumbs back up like very, very slowly. Warlock level plus charisma modifier. Okay, I get 10 HP back.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk back towards slowly, 15 feet towards the tower.
Okay. Next up, initiative, everybody.
Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah.
I love rolling high.
What does
Oh,
that
I
feel
rolled
like?
higher than the enemy.
What? You got 22. You motherfucker.
Rolled an 18.
I got a 21.
21, so you're both going first then.
What?
Hell yeah.
Okay. Erlebald, you're up first, it seems. What do you want to do?
Wonderful. So, I don't know if this room has a bad guy in it.
You don't.
So 5, 10, 15, 20. Just peek my little head in there. Is
Thankfully,
there...
it is empty.
Oh, there's empty? Oh, the guy ran out. Fuck. Okay. What's in this room?
Same as the other ones.
Okay. Can I hear somebody... Like, can I tell if they're 2 floors above me, or is it not that precise?
It's not that precise, but you can tell that they're not on the immediate floor above you. That's all you know.
Oh, wonderful. That's the information I needed. So, I'm just gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Just dash moving up.
Sure. Okay. After that, Dominic, it's your turn. What do you want to do?
I will pop out 15 feet again and see if I can see people up through with the...
I would say that these guys are too steep of an angle for you to shoot at.
Would moving out, say another 15 feet over here work?
Yeah, you'd see them then.
Okay. At one of them, I'll fire off at, yeah, this one. Fire
Okay.
off 2 arrows. Probably a bad idea.
I am going to give them some cover, though, given the angle.
Okay.
Oh, you hit them both.
Okay. I probably shouldn't have deselected those. Alright. That's Oh geez, that's 27 damage.
27. Roll luck for me. If you get a 15, you kill him instantly.
Oh. Specifically a 15.
Or 15 or higher, sorry. Oh, he's hanging on.
Not meant to be. Okay. Would I be able to interaction pull out a shield?
Sure. You could do that.
Okay. I'm just gonna cower behind the shield.
Alright, so you pop a couple shots, pull out your shield. Next up, it's the enemy's turn. I'd like you to roll perception, please, Dominic. Ooh.
That's hot garbage.
You pull out your shield and bring it up, expecting to see a volley of spells, but when you look back, the 3 people are completely gone. It is your turn, Mackinac.
Laugh to myself.
You're on the first floor and you're huffing it.
But am I puffing it?
Probably. I think the furnace is still on. Chugga, chugga, chugga.
How many turns has it?
16. It's me over there.
Okay. Is that your turn?
That's my turn.
Alright, Coalcoat, you're up.
If I have to do the acrobatics roll, that wastes my amulet, right?
It would, yeah, give you advantage on the acrobatics roll.
Damn it.
Or you can just not do anything until your next roll, like, try to carry the luck with you.
Well, I can just keep running, right?
Yeah, you can just keep going. It'll just
Okay.
stay like that till you have to make a d20 roll.
That's cool. So I'll run with my sprint, and then I'll do... So I'm gonna use my tobacco.
So we're getting up to there.
Hold on. Let's see the square. 1, 2...
Well, we said 60 feet was halfway up, so yeah, it'd be a full
Okay.
floor.
Okay. So you're right about there. Coming around to this side. And is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay, everybody roll initiative.
Oh, yay. I love rolling low for initiative.
That you didn't roll as low as that, Ed.
Coalcoat, looks like you're going first.
I don't know which rooms we've looked in and we haven't.
I don't know about you personally, but I would assume you guys have checked up to these 4. So you know that these are all empty.
And one very firebally.
Yeah.
I guess I'll just go up to the next... Oh, if I can get there. 5. If I just peek my head in...
Roll luck, please. Mm.
17.
For once, you see something here. Mercifully, this room was spared from the fireball, as it was detonated far away from it so that it could catch multiple floors. And that's good, because the doorway here, which is cinched, has more burn marks going another 5, maybe 10 feet in, but not touching a raised platform here at the center, which holds some sort of floating and slightly glowing staff. It looks like a long, shaped piece of wood that has the like the head of a snake on the top, and what looks like 2 green gems in the place of its eyes that seem to almost shine.
Ooh.
The rest of the
What's
room is
that?
identical to the other floors. It has all the tapestry and whatnot, but the tapestry looks like a lot more kind of like opulent and everything.
Well,
So that would be like right here, like in this square if you wanted to go for it.
yeah, I'll just use my dash to get to it.
Right? Are you going to take the hovering staff?
Yeah, probably. I'm intrigued. It's shiny, it's floating, I'm taking it.
You reach forward and grab the thing, and I don't know if it even occurs to you in that moment, but you've just grabbed a magical item without anything bad happening. You can add to your inventory a magical staff. You're not sure what it does. You feel like you could activate it. You don't know what it'll do, though, if you choose to do so.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
it weighs
Alright,
2
wow.
pounds, just like a regular quarterstaff, I think.
So I would still have 1, 2, 3, and yeah, that's my turn.
Okay, so you are right in front of that one there. And after Colcoat Macknar, it's your turn. What do you want to do?
Same thing I've been doing.
Just huffing it
Going
on the way up?
tower. 1, 2. Be like on Colcoat Square.
Sure. So you're right in front of this floor. Okay. And is that your turn?
Yeah, I'm like looking in the doorways as I pass. But yeah.
Sure. You don't see anything there. The enemy's turn goes by, and Colcoat, I'd like you to make a perception check, please.
$17.
You hear what sounds like running from up above you. You can't tell if it's the floor above or the floor above that, but the running is going further away from you. Whoever is left on this tower, they're going to the top. And Erlebald, it's your turn. What do you want to do?
Well, I want to dash.
Okay.
Okay, and then that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay. After Erlebald, Dominic.
I'll pick my bow back up, putting my shield on my back, and I'll move out far enough to see if I can see anyone.
Sure. As you look up, you don't see anybody.
And I'll just hold my action, waiting to shoot 2 shots when I see someone. I can shoot up to 150 feet without disadvantage.
Yep, so you can hit anywhere on the tower. They'll probably just have cover, that's all. So you go ahead and prep that, and everyone roll initiative. Ooh. Ooh.
Ooh.
Uh-oh. Well, Earl got a pretty good one. Earl, it looks like you're going first.
Wonderful. I'm going to continue to dash upwards.
Mm-hmm.
Or wait, 1, 5, 10. Was this floor checked? I don't. Yes, it was checked.
Yep.
Okay. 5, 10. And then just in my turn, I'm trying to get to Colcoat.
Sure. Next up, it's their turn, and they go and do whatever the fuck it is they're doing. And Colcoat, it's your turn.
We don't see any of them?
Nope.
Oh.
Can I kind of lean out a bit? I'm gonna cast Fog Cloud. Can I? Would I be? It's 120 feet. Would I be able to cast it to basically cover the top 2 floors?
Sure.
And that movement and
Okay.
and yeah, no silence down below.
Okay, so silence finishes. You can hear things again, Mackinac, and it's also your turn.
What? Mackinac does what Mackinac has been doing.
Okay.
Float up your thing.
I'll float up my thing to the next floor, and I can't see where it's going.
Sweet. Next up, after Mackinac, Dominic, it's your turn.
Gonna move out 1, 2, 3, 4.
Sure.
See if that helps me at all. See anyone?
Right now, no, and there's also a fog cloud at the top.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah.
Just
I will.
prepping attacks.
Yeah. Just once again hold until I see Yanti bitches.
Okay. Roll initiative.
Extremely high initiative roll of 6.
Oh, I have to roll.
You're probably going first with that 10, Earl.
Wonderful. I'm just going to keep on moving.
Okay.
And then in my turn, just right about here.
Okay. And after that, it's your turn, Colcoat. What do you want to do? The top of the tower is stuck in a fog cloud all the way around, and you have a sweet new staff.
I'll just keep climbing
Okay.
to the other side there. Here.
They do nothing, and Mackinac, it's your turn.
Ooh, big play here.
Yep.
Big play. I keep running.
Okay. So we can go to pseudo combat here if you guys are just going to keep running. Are you just going to keep going in the order that you're going until something happens?
That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
I'm just gonna stay out there until I see something that isn't my teammates.
sure. The next 3 floors are completely empty. And you'd be the first one to come by them here. So, Coco, you'd get, like, right by into this door. You'd peek in, see it's empty. Earl, you're, like, going around the corner here. And Mackinac, you would be probably, like, about here on this floor. And the next little bit is all covered up in the fog. Now, you've been holding your shots there, Dominic, ready to make any plays if something happens, but you haven't seen anything. Now, what do you guys want to do? Or rather, I guess, Colcoat, since you're the furthest up, what do you want to do?
I would, at this point, not having seen any of them in the fog being up there,
Mm-hmm.
I don't really want to walk up through the... kind of want to climb to the top and then worry about going from the top down. So yeah, I want to climb.
Illusion, can I be at the top of the crater at this point?
Yeah, if you want to keep running back, you can. So you're going to climb up, Colcoat.
Yeah, I'll take my time looking for like what looks like the most desirable climbing spot and then start trying to climb up.
Sure. Are you doing so stealthily?
Yes.
Okay. I'll say you auto-succeed on the climbing, given that the pace of combat has kind of gone down a bit. Roll stealth, though.
Well, goodbye, my sweet... Fuck are you doing, Dice? That is
It's a 12.
18.
18. Ooh, okay. You crawl into the fog cloud, getting onto the next floor. As you do so, Earl, you probably get to about here, and Mackinac to about here. And you would see this as well, Dominic, far off in the distance. Colcoat just climbs vertically up the wall, and then
I
he's...
would be on the back of it, like not by the door.
Okay.
That makes it.
Oh, could I just not move and let Mackinac and I be on the same level?
Sure, yeah, you can wait and eventually cluster up here. So let's say you
Wonderful.
3 are there.
I probably wouldn't see Coldcoat then, because I'm facing the doors.
So, Colcoat, you get into the cloud. You're on this floor here, near the door. What do you want to do?
For now, I just kind of want to listen and tell
Sure.
if there's anything there.
Make a perception check, please.
not good. That is a 7.
You don't hear anything. There's the drifting of the fog and whatnot, but it is currently silent. The most noticeable sound is the large bonfire that you know is at the very top, but you don't really hear anything else.
So I'm on like the 9th floor, and there's one more above me.
Yes.
Um,
You have not checked the floor you're on, but you know that there is one final floor above you.
if I just take, so I still have a bag of the ball bearings. If I just take like a single one, and like flick it into the doorway, and like try to like bounce it off, like so I to get it in the room and then kind of back away so I'm not near the doorway.
Sure, you could do that. Just throw a ball bearing inside.
Yeah, just to see if anything reacts to it.
Sure. You toss the ball bearing in there, and it bounces off of the walls and doesn't seem to do anything. You don't trigger any traps or any attacks from anybody. Nothing happens.
Probably try to climb up the back to the
Okay.
next level, the top level.
Sure. Mackinac and Erlebald, you have seen Colcoat go up into the fog, and you're at its threshold as well. Are you going to ascend into it, or are you going to wait here? You do hear the sound, not of his feet, as he's quite silent, but a ball bearing bouncing around, a telltale Colcoat sort of noise.
God damn it. I want to throw a fireball in that room.
I'm gonna pass by this room and I will ascend into the fog.
Okay. You look up at the fog there, Erlebald, and you think about how great it would be to shoot a fireball in and watch as your robotic companion just, Terminator walks into the fog and disappears.
Earl is gonna try to sneak into the fog.
Okay.
Finally popping that amulet as well.
Okay, so you pop the amulet, start to go, and Mackinac, you're not stealthing at all, though, right?
No.
Okay. Colcoat, you start to climb up and eventually get towards this next door. What do you want to do? The sound of the fire can be heard rather close, as well as something else that comes from within the room. It's like a low hum. You almost, actually, sorry, given that you're by the door, you would see that from the doorway, there's almost like a faint luminosity, like the fog in there is slightly lit.
Got it. I'm just gonna kind of hold tight for now. I don't really know where my there at this point, so let's lay low for a little bit.
Sure.
Listen, see if I can hear anyone coming or anything happening.
You don't really hear anything from the room, but you do hear something coming. There's like a metallic chunk, 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 and eventually Mackinac, you get to this door here, so you're like directly under Colcoat. And Earl, you're trying to sneak behind him. By the way, go ahead and roll stealth, Erlebald.
Oh, I did. I rolled 22.
Oh, nice. Okay. Mackinac, you get to the 9th floor. You know the door's there. You can't see anything. Do you want to do anything with it?
Gonna walk in.
Okay. You walk into the 9th floor. You can't see anything.
Can I pull out that glowing staff and use it to get like 5 feet or like 10 foot of vision at all, or nothing?
Yeah, you can flail it around and get like some vague imprints. It looks very much like the other ones, just a little altar table at the center.
Okay. Once I like verify that there's nobody in there with me, I can just come back out
Okay.
and continue to ascend.
Okay. You keep going up. Colcoat, you can hear Mackinac approaching. You don't know what happened to the rest of your party, but he's getting closer, and he is not a stealthy boy. What do you want to do?
When I first start hearing him, like I probably hear him kind of pause at that room. Like I'd move down a little bit so I could try to intercept him in the fog.
Oh, sure. So when you get to this bend here, Mackinac, Colcoat, you can hear him coming. How do you want to stop Mackinac?
I basically just want to kind of stand there with my hands out and just like physically like resist him because I don't really want to be too loud.
Mackinac, make a perception check, please, to see if you know that this is Colcoat when he grabs a hold of you.
It's not bad. It's an 18.
Ooh, okay. Yep. The hands that land on you are definitely not snakish. Colcoat is in the fog here. He stops you as you're moving up.
Mackinac, buddy, there's some weird noise on the top. What's up? Fear it's going to kill us if we walk in.
What sort of noise?
Kind of low hum. Sure.
Oh, is Earl there in the room?
Earl, you're right behind these two, and you're all stealthy.
Okay.
Now we're like on the back end.
Yeah, so if this is the final door right here, you guys would be like on this side, clustered around.
Okay.
Yeah, so Colco would probably be stopping you there, with Earl like sneaking just around the corner, that kind of thing. And
Where is Dominic?
Dominic is like on the edge of the crater, so he'd be right here.
Oh, Earl was just asking the party. He himself was confused.
Oh, okay.
Do we have any scrolls left of Fireball?
I have one.
I can approach, use my spiritual weapon to distract, and then cast the Fireball within.
I am not sure.
Are you saying
about
this
such a plan.
stealthily, by the way, Mackinac?
I mean, Mackinac realizes that they're whispering, so he's trying to whisper, but this is not a practiced activity for him.
Roll stealth, please, Mackinac.
Of course. Actually, wait, do I? I still have advantage. I still have that thing going.
Sure.
Hmm?
It's a 12.
Okay. You're doing your best to be silent.
They're using magic. Why don't you just...
I could not hear you, Coco. Please speak up.
silence them?
I see.
Another silence would be ideal.
I do have a slot. Shall we silence and then cast the fireball?
It's probably for the best. Hopefully
You guys
we'll
hear
know
what sounds
they're
like
doing.
shuffling from in the room up above. Something's moving around in there.
Probably hurry.
Erlwald, are you ready?
Yes, let's do this.
Okay, so I will position myself, I guess, like over here.
Okay, so you guys
Over
come
here?
around. You can put yourselves where you want to be on the thing.
So silence is a 20-foot radius. So I'm gonna get it so it's just barely getting the front of the door, so that Erlwald has a spot to stand and cast it from.
So
I'm just
it's-
trying to sneak up because they're still in the fog, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
the
Yeah,
fog
that's
is
cool.
like the whole thing basically.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, fog
okay.
is massive. But silence, you're gonna put that where?
So I'm doing like the center over here, so that it just barely gets to over here.
It's like that.
Right.
Okay.
But before we moved, I just want to ask, like, when we go in, do you want me to drop the fog?
So
Or do
you
want to
can
keep
see
the-
what you're doing.
Yes.
What? Insanity.
Earl, do I have to re-stealth, or can I still use that 22?
You're still using the 22, I'd say.
Okay, wonderful. Oh shit, I grabbed Bacadar. He's just gonna move up,
I will wait for, like, the thumbs up symbol, and then
hold,
drop it.
like sort of peek his head into the door and try to throw the fireball in there.
Ah, okay. Now, are you shooting the fireball before the fog goes down or after the fog goes down? Like, are you going to actually see what's in there, or are you just going to Hail Mary into a room that you don't know what's in it kind of thing?
Hail Mary into the room where I don't know what's in it. I don't want to test my luck here. This is not...
Okay.
I'm very concerned that there's a death laser in here.
Sure, sure. Yeah, you can hear what sounds like some sort of weird hum that comes from inside the room.
Take my shield out.
Can I? Does the silence block things that are making noise from it, or can I hear what's inside?
Oh, yeah, you guys already have the silence down. Sorry, so you can't actually hear that noise. You would have heard it, like, approaching, but once the silence goes down, it disappears.
Wonderful. So I'm just using the scroll, chucking the fireball in there.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
my DC is not very high.
Okay, I need a straight luck roll from you guys, tabletop, to tell if something inside of this final room explodes.
I was worried.
Oh.
It's up to God.
Roll damage, please.
Where are my d6s? There you are. Oh, wait. Oh, I can't copy them. I forgot. I'm not.
Don't roll too high or too low. Roll
Oh, thank you.
exactly the
Just
right
enough.
amount.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You want to roll enough to
7,
soften the snake people,
8.
but not enough to accidentally do what
We
everybody's
want some
suspecting is
soft-boiled,
going to
not
happen.
hard-boiled, please.
Yeah, exactly. Earl, if you fuck these eggs, I swear to God.
Oh, that's like middle of the way. That's
That's middle.
19. Average is like 30 something.
Let me check something real quick. How many d6 did you just roll?
I rolled 8 d6s. So the average would be, I think, a little under 35.
The average for 8d6 is 28.
It's well below average.
So that's below average.
This is a mediocre fireball.
How much damage is that exactly?
That is 19 points of fire damage.
Okay, so the people in here, I would say, given that it's a contained room, can't really dodge it. So they're going to take the full damage. Let me check what their healths were at.
And one of them was a living bomb.
Okay. Yeah, aloha snack bar. So you fire this blast in there, it goes off. You can't, really hear much other than the sound of rushing pressure bursting out of the door here. As that goes off, it also ejects a lot of the fog, and all of you guys see the fog cloud starts to dissipate. For the first time, Dominic, you can kind of see, like, a little bit of what's going on there. You can, like, see vague outlines of your friends standing near the final door. But it's still really tough to get a handle on what's going on. As for what's inside of the room, Earl, you fire the ball and you're not going to keep your face in front of the doorway as the blast comes out, so you duck back and everything. When this blast comes shooting out, what are you guys doing?
Mackinac taking the lead. Earl's not poking his head out there to get lasered.
I'm waiting for, I guess, a couple of seconds for the blast, and then I'm gonna check the room.
Okay.
So.
When you turn the corner and look into the room, you see what looks like one incinerated Wanti in the corner. His body is already on fire. It's laying up against the side of the wall, a half-burnt corpse, the rest of it just kindling. But two of them are still alive, and they look like they are barely so. When you turn the corner, you're like at the door here. Let's see. They were clustered near the front. This guy's dead. And there's a guy here, and there's a guy here. And when you turn the corner there, I'm gonna roll something.
Something good, something bad.
Okay. What do you want to do when you see these two people?
I'm gonna step inside.
Okay.
Swing at one with my Morning Star and hit the other one with my spiritual weapon.
Okay. Go for it.
All right. Mace first.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 16 to hit, I believe.
Yeah, that'll
16
hit.
Okay. That's gonna hit for 8 damage.
Okay.
And spiritual weapon is not a lot to hit. 13. 12.
Okay.
12 to hit.
12 to hit. You kill one of them.
Okay. I turn to the other one.
Alright. Is that your turn?
Looking around the room, what else is in here?
There is a single pedestal that rises up, and it has what looks like 4 prongs that come off of it, pointed upwards. And not touching the prongs, but hovering there in a space above them, you see what looks like a large, luminous white crystal that's just like, well, it pulsates with light. You can't hear anything from it, but you can picture that's what the hum came from.
Okay,
And it looks like it's cracked.
Ooh. I'm gonna move myself in between the Wanti and the crystal for now.
Sure.
That's it.
After that, this Wanti is going to leave the room. He's not going to disengage. Will you make an attack on him?
Well, of course I will.
You might end up killing him.
I assume that'll hit with like a 21.
21. Yes, roll damage. Oh,
What?
reroll.
What was that? It didn't even roll. It just slid across the table.
All the more reason to reroll.
Oh, so unfortunate.
It's still not bad. 11 damage.
Fuck. Okay, you kill him. He turns to run and leave through the door here. He's burnt. There's like blood coming down from him. You bonk him on the head. He falls over dead, and you guys are no longer in combat.
Oh, thank the Lord.
Ooh. I immediately turn to examine this crystal.
Sure.
Does it appear to be getting worse, or it's just cracked in general?
There is just a single crack that runs along it, and the crack is easy to see because it looks dark compared to the sort of like luminous outside that the crystal has elsewhere.
We killed the light.
Well, you haven't killed it yet. I mean, it's still
Well,
glowing.
It's dying.
I mean,
You
you
gotta
are
hold
holding
it
a mace in your hand.
Examining the rest of this room, is there anything else in here other than this pedestal and Wanty corpses?
There does appear to be something else up above you. There is an interesting thing in the wall. I'd like you to make a straight intelligence roll. Actually, no. Do you have Arcana?
I do not have Arcana.
Okay, make a straight intelligence roll.
I have History.
No, that would not work. Good try, but not in this case.
Made the attempt. It's an 11.
11, okay. There's some sort of weird apparatus hanging from the ceiling. You have no idea what it is. Earl, you enter into the silenced room as well, and Colcoat, you peer in and see all this too. Do either of you have Arcana? No?
Oh, I do not.
Okay. How about you, Colcoat?
No, I don't.
No. Okay. You can make int rolls if you wish.
Once I'm sure that we're out of combat, I will drop the silence.
Sure.
Uh-oh.
Re-roll that, please. That's a little janky.
Oh my god, 11.
Same for you. You have no idea what it is.
Did we all roll 10s?
Yeah.
Weird.
Well, Earl hasn't rolled yet, but yeah.
Oh, what do I...
Oh, I thought he did.
This is straight intelligence?
Yeah.
That's a 3.
Even worse. The only other thing here, apart from, the tapestries you guys have seen in pretty much every room, is some sort of weird apparatus that hangs from the ceiling. It looks similar to a mural, but there's clearly like little metallic elements to it that kind of jut out in different places, and what looks like cords almost, like little chains between other things. It's quite strange. You've never seen anything that resembles it. The silence drops, and you guys can hear each other, and you can also hear the crystal. It continues to hum, and now that you guys are close and in its room, the sound sort of resonates against the walls, bouncing against you guys, and it sounds different. Now it sounds almost like faster, like there's an oscillation that is picked up, like a whoa, 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 instead of like a really relaxed pace that you heard before.
Can I shout from the crater?
Yeah, you can yell at them.
Hey! Is everything alright?
You guys hear Dominic from way down on the ground.
I think so. We broke something.
What?
That's the last thing you want to hear. Can you imagine if he said that and then the top of the tower just fucking exploded? Dominic's just like, oh.
I don't know what it is.
Can you describe it?
Crystal with a crack in it.
Does that sound bad?
That sounds bad.
I'm gonna start sprinting.
Sure. You're like running down the crater. Now, meanwhile, you guys are in the room here. What are you doing?
I can attempt to use my magic to repair the crystal.
That would be ideal.
I will use mending on the crystal.
I would like you to make a straight luck roll, please, Mackinac.
Mackinac prepares bad idea number 273.
Any attempts to heal this crystal actually destroys it.
That's 9.
It's in the god's hands.
Well, you don't know if it's good or bad, but nothing seems to happen. Your magic is unable to fix this thing.
Does it start humming?
The humming seems to be the same.
Is it speeding up or slowing down, or just faster than before?
No, it seems like it's definitely faster from when you had heard it from before.
It's not changing.
Since the silence and the fireball and the fight and everything, it now sounds faster. Your mending has not increased its speed, or it lowered it.
Is its speed like rapidly growing, or is it like?
It's constant. So it's not growing.
Oh well, yeah. Okay.
The bomb is not going down.
I don't know what that means. I'm not a bomb scientist.
Did you
but...
bring a defusal kit, Relic?
I did. I mean, I got like 3 different construction kits here. Come on, it's got to count for something.
I think I heard an idea from Coalcoat. What's going on?
Just wondering if that apparatus was like, how big is it, and does it look like it might have something to do with the fire at the top, or does that?
It's probably about 10 to 15 feet from one side to the other, and it's center of the room. Now, you don't see any like openings to the top of, like the very upper portion of the tower. So, if it is interacting with it, it's not like there's a hole there or anything. It's not like a chimney, I guess.
Okay.
You guys can hear footsteps running hurriedly, and for the sake of brevity, we'll say that Dominic comes in through the room while you guys are staring at this thing.
I can't. Running isn't my strong suit for a long period of time. Okay, what's broken?
Are you guys going to dispel the fog cloud, by the way, or just leave it there?
Oh, I thought it was gone from the fireball.
Oh, no, it just dissipated it a little bit. But
Okay,
yeah.
I get rid of it then.
Okay.
And like sweat pouring down my brow, can I look at the cracked crystal?
Sure. Here you are. You've run as fast as you can, and yeah, there's a crystal there with like a darkened crack through it, breaking up its sort of luminous outside. And from it, there comes this humming noise that seems to pulse somewhat fast, just like a whoa, 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 over and over.
I'm gonna pat Dominic on the shoulder and give him a cure wounds. Please.
Huh. Thanks, buddy. What do I roll for the crystal?
You can roll Arcana
Oh,
to try and tell what's going on here. Sure.
I'm giving him a heal.
what do I
Throw
get?
another D4 on that.
Oh, shit.
Daxon, throw a D4.
Oh, okay. And then,
that's 9 HP from.
He's doing it.
It's an extra 3.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Nat
okay.
20 plus 3.
Wow.
Okay. Dominic, this knowledge is obscure, but you're actually familiar with what this is, thanks to having seen some of the strange and advanced magics back in Kazatov. It was 9 HP. You know that what you're looking at is some sort of magical crystal, and it's not just a light source. You can tell that immediately from it. You don't know exactly what kind of magic emanates from it, but you do know that the device above this is meant to capture the energy of the crystal and is siphoning it off to some unknown purpose. You don't know what it's using it for, but the two items go together.
Would it seem catastrophic if we destroyed the device above?
If you broke the device above, would that affect the crystal? No, if you could dismantle it properly. Something that you think you might be able to do with the proper tools, but it is going to be tricky.
Okay.
So whether or not it's best to leave it alone or to attempt that is up to you.
Just gotta look at him. Do we want a really fancy crystal that decides to power everything?
But I don't think we can leave it for the 1T. This is obviously doing something.
Alright, well, we need to get this upper thing. We need to deal with that somehow.
Mackinac takes out his toolkits.
Okay.
I
What's a
take
good
out my
start?
tinkers.
Wait, short rest first. Eh?
Yeah?
Would you guys like to rest or
Yeah, please!
Rest while we study the crystal and, get a look around before we start
So-
smashing things.
Sure.
Earleball doesn't want to get exploded, so he's going to rest on the floor below.
Yeah,
You're gonna go to the
can we
ninth
just-
floor?
Just the floor below. It might still kill me, who knows, but that extra bit of safety.
Okay. Are you guys all going to floor 9, or are some of you staying up here?
I'll stay
Mackinac
here.
gonna stay here.
I'll
Yeah.
stay.
Okay, so Earl, you're not having it. You're going to the other floor, but the rest of you are staying. And
Earl, while we deal with this, would you be able to look through all the floors?
Yes, I would.
okay, yeah, you could
I don't-
say that walking is part of a short rest. It's no biggie.
I don't need a short rest either. I didn't spend. Oh, I spent action search, but I can just spend my whole thing just searching through each floor.
Okay.
I'm gonna spend 5 hit die.
Okay. Yeah, for the rest of you, you can go and take a short rest. I do, however, need a luck roll from you.
From who?
From you guys, whoever wants to roll it.
Kind of feeling it.
Here it goes.
Oh my god!
Hell yeah!
Okay. I will tell you what that was for later.
Okay.
You guys go ahead, sit down, get a short rest. You're starting to feel better. Earl, you comb through the different parts of these rooms and find them to be remarkably barren. You're not really sure what this tower's for or what's going on here, but you don't find anything. The most notable thing is on floor 6 or floor 5, I don't remember which it was, there was that thing holding a... there was one room that had a different table from the rest, and you're not really sure what that was all about. But one table is a little different than the ones that you find in every other room. You investigate it, you're not really sure what's going on, and then kind of keep going. As for the rest of you, you spend 30 minutes, you're feeling better. What's going on here?
I think we're getting ready to dismantle some fancy crystal.
Okay. Now, the crystal floats there, and it's got these 4 prongs that point at it, but they don't make contact with it. Are you meddling with the crystal or the prongs at all, or are you just dealing with the device on the ceiling?
Device on the ceiling for now.
Sure.
I'm
Okay.
deferring to Dominic's judgment for weird arcane crystals.
Yes.
Okay.
Doing the same.
Yeah, for the
Defer to the net 20.
do the prongs out on the side look like they're only holding it in place, or do they look like the actual siphon?
You don't think that the prongs around the crystal are involved with it,
Oh,
like involved with the device on the ceiling.
okay. Do they look like almost lever-like?
They look kind of lever-like. They're shaped like a talon, right? So it's like a curved piece of metal that points upwards.
Okay, is there any writing in here at all?
No, there's not.
Okay, instructions would have been nice, but can we just get started?
Yeah,
with
there's
the
not like a
first-
maintenance access panel in 1T or anything, sadly.
Damn it!
Yeah, they haven't
There's
come
n-
that far.
There's no writing anywhere.
Yeah, workplace
Power.
safety laws are way behind here.
Fuck.
Somebody call
Alright.
Alicia.
Can we start working on the device above?
Okay. If you're using Tinker's tools, go ahead and roll that. If you're using Blacksmith, go ahead and roll that.
What seems most appropriate? Because I have all of them.
Tinker is probably the most appropriate.
Okay.
I'll use your extra blacksmith. if you
Sure.
Let me.
Mhm.
What do you roll for blacksmith?
Can I
Strength.
throw guidance on everybody, or
And Tinker add my dex.
You can guidance one person.
guidance myself?
Okay.
What do you want me to add to the Tinkers again?
Dex.
Do I add proficiency to it?
If you're proficient in Tinker's tools.
Okay, so I've got a...
So we got an 11, an 18, and a 13. Okay. You guys are successful in dismantling this object in the ceiling. Now, it takes a little bit of time. Metal panels come off, little pieces of stone are slid away. You find that there's all sorts of weird sort of like obtuse machinery here. You know, you guys are used to what you'd see in Bosniks, which would involve like screws and levers and things like that. The Wanti don't build the same way. A lot of the time you have to kind of manhandle your way through the device, and you don't actually end up with something you think you could reconstruct, but it's really the only way to take this thing apart. Kind of like it was built in a way that it was never really meant to be taken down. The remaining thing that you have there at the wall, or sorry, on the ceiling, is what looks like a now exposed dome of some kind, like half of a sphere. And this half of the sphere is see-through. It's a little bit glassy. And inside, you see what looks like some sort of liquid or plasma kind of moving around and bubbling and strafing in different ways, like it must be interacting with something. Now, the dome here is the last part of the apparatus on the ceiling. You've stripped away everything else. You could choose to break it if you want. You don't know what that would do. You could mess about with the crystal or something like that, but you're pretty sure that you've taken apart the device to the point where it's no longer siphoning energy, which is its purpose.
What kind of pieces are these things? Like, are they mechanical in any way?
Yeah, you could definitely repurpose them, but
Yeah, like, can we take them and maybe use them for something else?
Yeah, you could take them for scrap. If you want, you could definitely add scrap metal to your inventory here.
1 scrap metal?
Mm-hmm.
I'll take that.
Sure.
I'll just look towards Macknar and just be like, have you been able to move the crystal yet?
I have not attempted. Do you think we should try?
Probably, because if we break this glass, I have a funny feeling that whatever falls on top of it is not going to be good.
I will put away my toolkits, to my allies. We should prepare to leave in the event that moving the crystal does not go well.
Yes, I agree.
Do you guys have Featherfall?
That's not a great question for you to ask us right now.
I'm just curious. I'm asking for a friend.
Oh, for a friend?
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
I do not.
Just check.
Mackinac, can we maybe tie a rope somewhere and then use it to rappel down?
Hey, what level spell is Featherfall?
It's like 1.
First level. Do we have a bard, sorcerer, or wizard in the party?
Haha. Nope.
Nope.
Yeah, those classes are lame.
Yeah, come on.
Who plays those?
I mean, I do have rope. I do have enough rope.
Maybe if we need a faster exit, it might be a good idea.
I mean, Mackinac cannot die. He can just...
I mean, apparently I can jump off the top of this building and I'll take like 10 points of damage.
I
Yeah.
would die.
The rest
This
of
is
you,
the thing we should
will
repeat.
Yeah, can we tie a rope to one of the steps so that like if we need to descend quickly, we can?
Sure, I would say the steps don't really work for that, but you could tie it to a table on one of the floors.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, we'll find something secure. And then...
Sure. What
Like
floor
one
do you
of
want to
those-
tie ropes to?
Like one of those talon lever things.
Oh, yeah, you could do that.
Do those talon lever things move at all?
Do you want to fiddle with them?
I want to see if they like have the capacity to move, but not actually move them.
I would say that that's not how it works. You can either attempt to move them to find out if they move, or you can leave them alone.
Can I look to see if there's a seam in the wall? To see if.
How
like,
about
that
everybody
goes-
just goes to the bottom, Mackinac and tries to remove the crystal?
I mean,
Okay.
that's simplest.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
Earl of Wold is not taking part in this, by the way. He doesn't believe in science. He's
I'm
just moving floor to floor.
I'm just gonna go all the way down then. Just be like, Earl, did you find any writing at all?
Did I find anything, any writing at all?
No.
Unfortunate. No, I did not find anything writing at all.
All right. Well.
Okay. Before I do this, though, I'm gonna measure out like 130 feet of rope, or like 140 feet of rope, tie it off to like something in this room that can be secured? Is there anything in the room that can be secured too?
The
Can I secure it to the pedestal that the talons are on, I guess?
Yep, you could do that.
Okay. So I'm gonna secure like 140 feet of rope to that.
Okay. And the rest of you guys are on the ground floor?
No, I will pat Mac on the shoulder. I will stay with you, friend. We will discover what this is.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll be on the ground floor, waiting for them, beside the rope.
Okay. So you two are tied onto some ropes here. Mackinac, you're standing in front of the
It's
thing.
not like the rope with me. Like it's tied to the pedestal, but the rope's still up here. It's not like going down.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I very carefully attempt to remove the crystal.
Okay. How are you doing that? You just grabbing the crystal and pulling on it? It's hovering there.
I assume I have like something in my Tinker's toolkit that would be like used for like handling gems. Like not for damaging.
Yeah, this crystal's like the size of your head.
Oh, that's a big crystal.
Yeah, like it's... Sorry, I should have clarified that. It's not like a little, like, inch by
Okay.
inch diamond. It's like...
I thought it was like a couple of inches tall or something. Oh,
Like-
this thing's
Man, it's like the Master Emerald.
It's like a-
hell yeah.
It's like a pigskin. It's like a football-sized emerald.
Okay.
Yeah, just-
Do I have... What do I have? I have like an extra set of clothing. Can I just like essentially like have that in my hands to like very carefully pick it up?
Sure, you could do that.
It's like some extra like cloth essentially to like pick it up.
Okay. So you're going to reach forward with a bunch of clothing, wrap it around the crystal, and then take it.
Yes, and attempt to remove it.
Okay. You put the cloth around the crystal, and as you do, it continues to hover there. Putting your hands around it, you start to pull on the thing. Now, as you do so, you feel a resistance, like whatever force is keeping it hovering there fights you to keep the crystal in place. Do you power through to pull the crystal off, or do you just kind of let go?
I apply a fair amount of force, not enough that I think it will damage the crystal in any way.
Sure. Make a sleight of hand check for me.
Can I throw guidance on that?
Can you be guidanced?
Can I be guidance?
Sure, why not?
Because I'm gonna need it. That's a 10.
Okay. You pull on the crystal. You're trying to do so gingerly, and there's a moment where it just whoop, slips from whatever field it was in, and you're now holding a very, very large luminous crystal in a little bundle of cloth. The moment that you do, you notice that the thing above you in the room, this little like glass dome with the bubbling and everything, just kind of stops. Like the light from it just ceases.
What happens to the liquid inside?
It seems to go dark, so dark that you can't even see that there's any liquid in there. Maybe there isn't any in it at all.
I like briefly uncover the crystal for the clothing and just take a look. Does it seem like it's different anyway?
It looks like it's fine. I'd like you to roll a luck check, please.
So many luck
It
checks,
is
man.
actually a bomb.
It's actually now counting down. There's a large
A large
red
timer.
letters on top of it. 11.
Dude, we're rolling mid of the way for these luck rolls.
I will take an average roll, alright?
Oh yeah, I'm not
Above
complaining.
average.
I had those 2 nat 1s on that one roll, and I'm just,
Well, I did roll that nat 20. It's like
yeah, alright.
it's in our favor.
As you pull this thing here, you can feel something interesting. At first, you're not entirely sure what it is. And when I say you, I mean your group. At first, it seems a little bit odd, but then the sensation starts to become more familiar, and you realize it was like when those rays of light came down from the heavens. And sure enough, you see these magnificent sunbeams begin to pierce down from the sky and land all over the place. And what looks like an angel begins to materialize, hovering outside of the 10th floor there of the tower. You see the same creature from before, this angelic being that motions for you to approach. She calls out to you and says, "You've done well."
Can I see this?
Yes, those of you on the ground floor can see this. I would say that you
Crystal
probably
is-
hear her luminous voice as well from the distance.
Wonderful. Earl just speeds on up there.
Sure.
Alright.
I'll follow
I'll
her.
put everything away in my pack, and I guess walk out to the stairway area of the 10th floor.
Okay. So you guys step outside, the angel hovering there, and she says, "I congratulate you. You've done exactly as I've asked.
Thank you. It was not a easy task.
I have here your reward as promised. However, that thing that you carry in your hands, Mackinac, I would ask for it.
What is it?
It's a very powerful crystal that I require for something.
I think the one T cracked it.
May I see it? Perhaps it can be repaired.
I'll take it out and kind of uncover it in my hands.
Sure. There's a force you can feel, like maybe like a set of mage hands pulling on it, like, you know, a hovering force tugging it away. Do you let go?
Yeah, I'll let go.
Okay. The crystal slips from the cloth and hovers over to the angel, and she takes it and gives it a look. And you hear a sigh. You know, it's tough to kind of get any emotion from a being that's like 90% light. You can't really see her face very well. But she says, well, it should do. And then after that, kind of holds the thing, much like somebody would hold a child, and kind of like cradles it. And she says, I have for you a few gold bars as payment. Do you guys say anything?
I give like a nod and acknowledgement, I guess.
Sure.
That's what we agreed to.
She holds out her hand, and you see what looks like a warbling yellowish light that begins to appear there. And then she hovers it over to you. And when the light peels away, you see what looks like 4 golden bars there on the ground next to you, Mackinac. Each one worth 1,000 gold. At that, she looks at you all and says, I must go now. There are things that I must do. But I'll remember your usefulness, and I may call on you again, should you wish to help me further.
Yeah. By the way, what day is it? For reference.
You guys find out that it is the... Where is my sheet? 11th
Yike.
of autumn.
Oh god, it was the 77th blast I wrote in this thing, but I don't think I've been updating
was-
it.
Throw around
99.
real quick, Illusion. Is that fire still going on top?
Yes, though it looks remarkably dim and tiny, like a campfire's bonfire, not like the gigantic flaming thing from before.
What did this power before? Do you know?
Some nefarious snake magic, I imagine. I shall put it to better
Nice.
use.
My insight checker.
Sure. Yeah, you can
Does
roll
she-
insight.
Okay. It's just a 9.
What are you trying to gather with your insight check? Whether she's lying or not?
Whether she knew more so about what it
Oh,
did.
what they were doing with it.
Yeah.
You get the sense that she is telling the truth, though you can't be certain with a roll that low.
Fair enough.
Well,
So where will you go next?
that depends. Where the heavens need me. For now, I am quite content to have this in my hands. I shall take the temple away from these Wanti as well. You should leave this place.
Yeah, we saw some big giant things with huge swords that would cut me in half. Do you know a safe way to get out of this thing? Out of this jungle?
I do possess certain powers. If you wish to leave, the jungles can be treacherous, though you've shown yourselves capable. I could offer this to you as a additional gift. And should I ever call on you again for aid, think about my generosity.
Of course.
Now, where is it that you wish to go?
It would be Vossanax.
We
not
have a
want to go
friend that
forward.
needs to breathe again.
So be it. She floats away from you. The rays of light seem to move, almost like there's giant mirrors in the sky turning. They point upon her, and she pulls back, rising up towards the clouds, and disappears. And as she does, there's a flash of blinding light, and all of you guys can no longer see anything. After that, when the whiteness starts to peel back and you can see colors again and tell that you're no longer where you were before, you find that you guys, and Lenry as well, you're all clustered outside of the gates of Vosinux. And we will end the session there.
Oh shit!
Oh!
We can res our boy!
Congratulations.
Oh my god.
Whew. Well, that was quite the combat. You guys made it. There were no deaths, though some possible ones. It's really fortunate that Mackinac turned the corner first and not somebody else who got hold personed. Like, I thought Colco was going to catch it.
Yeah.
I
Well, that's just where like 1 or 2 rolls is like that's the whole battle, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
I have
I mean-
to roll an injury roll.
Oh, yeah, you went down.
yeah.
Roll injury. Let's do it now. Here comes the one. It's going to happen. Oh!
Oh,
It thought about it. It thought about it. I think you might actually be good. Let's...
is it 15 to 20 or
I have
10
it right
to 15?
here.
I don't remember.
13, you've got a minor injury, my friend.
Okay.
You have sore back. Your carrying weight has been reduced by 20 pounds.
Oh,
You have like a little sprain or some kind of spasm there. You might walk with like a slightly crooked posture. It's not the end of the world, but it is really tough to have a heavy backpack.
I will no longer be able to carry.
Okay,
I'm
yeah,
sorry, guys.
make some adjustments before the next session. Hey, at least you're in town. You know, if you need to pick up like a, a sword made of lighter material or something, maybe you can.
So luckily I have the whole summon sword thing, but I
Right.
just can't carry anything else, like my bedroll.
Yeah,
Can't
well,
carry that.
who needs that?
Oh god damn it! If we tried to walk out the forest, I mean it would have been more dangerous, but we would have had more nights to recuperate, or at least potentially.
Yeah, but we would have had to pass at some point that giant army.
Oh
We
yeah,
may have
you're
already
right.
destroyed a fort. I'd rather be way past it.
You could probably pay for healing too, now that you guys have 4,000 gold.
Well, excuse
And
me,
we're in a
3,000
real
gold
city with
pieces.
Oh,
real magic
3,300.
items.
3,300. And we
Well,
have
yeah.
a good friend, but 3,300. We need to remember that.
Wait, let me-
Yeah, Fraildass can wait.
Wait,
Anyway,
let's-
we're going to end the session there. Players, you did great. Well done. Audience, good to have you. Patrons, couldn't do without you. We'll see you tomorrow for some more D and Dizzle. Adios.
So we could potentially have Fraildass die on us 5 more times. We have 5.5
we have a new
Fraildasses
measurement
worth of
now
gold.
for how wealthy we are. How
Time
many
to bring 'em with
Fraildas
us.
deaths can we afford?
We have 5.5 Fraildasses worth of gold.
It's a little fucked up.
Yeah, we got copper pieces, silver pieces, gold pieces, platinum pieces, and we have Frailda per unit of measure.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'm just gonna start transferring stuff over to you right now, Mechner.
Oh god, what do you got?
Alright, well, I'm just gonna straight up get rid of my back. No, I'm gonna send you a bedroll, so you have a second
Now,
of those now.
Remember, you guys are outside of the city, so if you need, like, if you just want to drop
Crawl.
off
It
that
doesn't matter if
stuff
you're
at your
around.
shop or sell it, like, somewhere in the store, you could just do that next session at the beginning. That's fine.
I'm gonna move the stuff that I'm gonna be moving down into my adventure extra equipment area.
Sure. Yeah,
so.
do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill stream. Peace out, stream.
Bye,
See you.